Welcome to the show. All Things Bulldogs. Here we go, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Blue and white pride. Bulldogs for life. Dogfather here. Gas by my side. Talking dogs tonight. Dogfather Gas. Blue and white pride. All things Bulldogs. Footy talking ball. Dogfather Gas. Bulldogs to the core. Bulldog spirit. Strong and true. Blue and white. Through and through. Welcome to the show. All Things Bulldogs. Here we go, here we go. Hey. Here we go. Hey.
G'day, Doggies fans, all things Bulldogs, and welcome to everyone who's already joined to say hello. Welcome to you, Gas, to Tony, to who else have we got here? Michael, Paul from Auckland, Joe Millennium, Timmy, and Brian are all here. And I just got to share it around a bit. So how you going, Gas? What's happening, my friend?
All going good, guys. It's a big day for the Doggies, big day for Marcelo Montoya.
Yes.
A lot happening there. For those of you who don't know, he announced his retirement today officially. So the game that he played on Sunday for New South Wales Cup, where Aki was ball boy. Aki said he even shook his hand after the game. That was his last game. He woke up yesterday and decided that's it. His body's just not up to the grind anymore. He doesn't want to take someone else's position. So he's been unselfish and decided that that's it. So this week, hopefully, we'll do a celebration at the stadium for him. And ironically, it's the teams that he both played for, the Dogs and the Warriors. So I am sure that he will have just as much support and respect from the Warriors fans at Accor Stadium on Saturday night, as much as the Bulldog faithful as well. So hopefully the club does something on that day, which will be a good synergy for him, and close him off and start his new role in the coaching world. So Gus Gould spelt it out today what he'll be doing. There'll be something that he'll be doing next year with the welfare of the players, etc. But initially, he'll also be looking after the juniors and the backs and all that sort of stuff and helping them through. So he'll have a lot to offer. But if anyone listens to his podcast occasionally, you would have heard him having a little debate the other day with his wife about going to the gym. And he mentioned that he'll be going to the gym with the Bulldogs, and that's irrespective of him not playing. So that was a little giveaway if you paid attention to that. You won't be, using the facilities there if you're not a player or of the coaching staff. So yes. So that was, if you paid attention, that was the giveaway that he was ready for. But yeah, awesome career. Well done, Marcelo. On behalf of all of the Bulldogs, welcome to the coaching staff, and mate, thank you very much for everything that you've done for us, and obviously for the Warriors for those 4 years as well. So that's
Well
what we
done,
got.
matey.
Yeah, and don't forget today, guys, we're giving away 2 tickets to the Bulldogs versus Warriors as well, guys.
I forgot
So
about that even.
That's a special giveaway as well. So make sure that you stay around to the end or when we do it. And there'll be a poll coming out later on or soon to ask you if you do want to win the tickets or not. And those who want to win the tickets will go into the draw. For the tickets, guys, they're complimentary from the Bulldogs, so you will not need to do any money participation for that. However, for that jersey you see there behind me, the signed Bulldog jersey, that one's coming up soon, so that's going to be announced next week. So that one, if for every $5 that you contribute for a super chat or pay ID, which is more preferred, you go into the draw. And for the Dogfather members, etc., and if you're a member of the page, you get a bonus entry as well. So plenty of people have put some tickets in there basically already. So that's going to be coming up very soon, guys. Fully signed Bulldog jersey, 2026 jersey as well, guys. So as you can see there, still got the tags on it, brand new, ready to go. So awesome stuff, guys. Awesome stuff.
Beautiful, mate. Beautiful. Get through some chats. I'm still sharing some stuff around to people at the moment.
No worries, mate. So let's have a look who's come on. So Shoei's come on there. All the best to Marcelo retirement. Good to see he will still be around the club in his new role. That's good, mate.
100%.
Absolutely. Hello, fellow dogs. Big game this weekend. We will definitely know where we stand in this comp. If we take down the Warriors, we are back. Go the doggies. 100%, guys.
100%. The Warriors deserve every bit of praise they're getting. Like, they've never been this disciplined, this relentless, this ruthless, this tough. And look, and you think they're all just brawn and muscle. They're not. They've actually got a lot of players that are just really fit specimens.
A lot of guile. Yeah.
A lot of guile. They just go deep into the tank.
Across the board.
I sat there and watched Channel 7's The Agenda Setters or whatever they're called, and no one was excited about this game. Like, this is the match of the fucking round, mate.
Yeah.
This is always the best game of the weekend. Whether it's a low-scoring game or a high-scoring game, it's always – it doesn't matter where they are on the ladder. It's a bit like Bulldogs-Eels games. They're always good games. Whether you're happy with the way the Dogs are going or not, it's always makes the heart race, and it takes you down to the depths. Even when we beat them by a lot last year in the wet, but we had a fair bit to prove. We had to play hard that game. We played very hard to dominate them, and they were very underdone. James Fisher-Harris was coming back from injury, and a lot different this year. That forward pack is absolutely thriving. And I will say, our Bulldogs forward pack, minus Satili Tupanua, is getting to that point as well. I would have preferred to have played the Warriors in about 2 weeks' time, with everyone back, but and fit and firing. But you're drawing the card, you're drawn, and
time for an ambush. That's how I see it. Even though we're at home, everyone's expecting them. I'm sure they're going to be favourites quite comfortably. So I hope
their crowd turns up, and like we expect they will. That'll be great for us. It'll be good for the bit of money for the club, because obviously not making as much money as they did last year out of the crowds, which is a little bit annoying. But what's happening? Keep going with the chats, mate. Sorry,
let's have a look. So all good, mate. All good. So we also had here Fafita has been suspended for 2 weeks. Dave Fafita. So for the Rabbitohs, injuries everywhere. He's here. Here is our chance to pounce and take Souths out of the 8. Showy. So Mike, cool, mate. Put your comments up. Mike loves the intro song. I'm sure you guys will hang around for the outro. There was another new one today. There was even a slam dunk I noticed as well that was introduced. So good stuff, Dave.
And Gas on the sax as well.
There you go.
He's still learning to play it, but he had the sax
Yeah.
there. It was great.
Yeah, not from a lack of trying.
Gas
Should
on
be a
the
good,
sax.
tough game. Paul from Auckland, welcome to the Kiwis. Should be a tough game, absolutely. Joe Millennium, hey boys, hope you're well. Big game. Anxiety will kick in soon. And thank you, Montoya. Good luck, brother. Yes. G'day, Timmy. G'day, Brian. And g'day, Tiana Akawi from, I'm guessing, New Zealand, maybe as well. Hello. Matthew. G'day, Matthew Bubevsky. Congratulations on Montoya's career, amazing career. He will be missed. Yeah, he was always a big, tough effort player, guys. So, look, he didn't have the speed, the skill of some of these other players, but what he did have was a lot of heart. And whatever he tried to do, he did it to the best of his ability all the time with 100% effort. So you can't ever deny anyone that puts in that effort. And to have that career, come through the grades as a Bulldog Junior, have that career and do everything. I mean, it tells you how much that he's respected and loved by the club, that they've been able to just offer him a role straight into the team from the minute he finished. So that shows you how important and how much they appreciate someone like that, guy. So that's what you call a good clubman. And, there's a few of them around, guys, still there. Mick Potter, Josh Jackson. There's a lot of ex-Doggies players that are still in the fold, those people that just, they've got all heart, and the team loves to have those people around. G'day, 26BJD, Rhino, Zreg. Evening, lads. Big congrats to Mark and his new job. That's right. Timmy, evening. Mick, don't break the fan. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Wonderful, All Things Positive Bulldogs Podcast family. That's it.
G'day, you brother. G'day, Benny. How you going,
Adam
mate?
Clark. Are you at church? Dogs winning, or is he praying that the dogs win? Good to see him.
He's Adam Clark on it. Say a big hello to him, mate. He's a beautiful human. There he is. G'day, mate. Welcome to you. And go the Doggies, mate. Thank you for coming on and saying hello, brother.
Welcome, mate. All the best, Marcelo and the family. Hopefully 40,000 this week. Everyone gets to the game. Even Mick. Mick might need a lot of donations today, guys. If you guys are going to make it happen, I'm sure he can board the flight on Saturday. If you guys can cover the expense, I'm guessing about $500 should do it. Return.
Probably more than that, mate. Probably about $1,000.
All right,
Hot
there
ticket.
you go, guys. There you go.
Maybe I'm booked to work Friday.
Maybe
and Saturday,
Michael can win the tickets. Who knows?
Yeah.
There'll be
pay the bills, guys. Got to pay the bills.
Big Waz crowd. Dogs need to come in our numbers. That's it. Yeah, absolutely. Big numbers for the dog supporters. That's right, Timmy. Champion bloke, unselfish decision. Thank you, Marcelo. Good luck with everything in the future. And I'm sure, guys, even if you don't see him around the traps, you'll see him on his podcast as well. So he'll still be there. G'day, Lucas. Another cartel. Good evening, boys. Timmy has sent $20 to pay ID.
Again. Timmy, you sent some on Sunday, brother.
Timmy's feeling
bloody
generous.
hell, I'm going to have to give you a merch pack if you keep going, mate. God.
Timmy, join the cartel, mate. You're missing out on the inside scoop, mate.
Timmy got his tax return.
Paul from Auckland. He's asking if it's a free return plane e-ticket from Auckland if we win.
But Timmy, I'm going to say you got 15 tickets in the draw, mate. So well done.
There you go.
Well done to you, buddy.
There you go.
Thank you for supporting us. And Timmy's also knows that we're giving 10% of all profits from the channel this month is going to July. So he's also getting behind that and supporting that as well. So thank you, Timmy. And just letting everyone know, I've sent out 5 member packs today for the cartel. So basically, I'll get some photos up later of what's in them. But you've got fridge magnets, playing cards, pens, bloody stubby coolers, either an aluminium tin, one of those tin signs or a canvas of some sort. Brian, I gave him the additional Josh Addo car license plate because he asked for it, and happy to give it to him as well because he's been a great if you ask, you shall receive, is what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sent a lot out. There's still, I've probably got a couple more people I need to sort out, and I'll message you guys personally to wait for the next lot of things that come through. I sort of, it costs a fair bit, but it's and it's just stuff that I make myself via the help of some China people. I'd probably prefer to get someone local to do it, but unfortunately, you've got to, I'd have to charge everyone $100 a month. That's just the way it is. That's just life. But thank you so much to everyone for your ongoing support. And this is me just saying back to you guys. That's my token of appreciation, as well as the giveaways that we do. And some of the stuff that we're doing will actually be good enough to give away as prizes as well. So great to see you all. Let's keep going. And thanks to those who have jumped on from New Zealand. Obviously got it in your feed that Dogs versus Wars, and it's and you've jumped on to say hello. So I appreciate, guys. I will say the Wars, I'm not just saying this to blow smoke. The Wars are the best supporters in the comp, in my opinion. They've sold out that stadium for how many years now? They deserve every bit of credit as well. They love rugby league. They love players that give it their all. Very similar. And it's funny how many Wars supporters actually like the Bulldogs as well. So it's we're like the second team for so many Warriors fans. So it's great to see, and we want to make sure that we have a really great battle yet again, and the game's decided by the best team. So hopefully the ref allows that for both sides this week. But I'm sure we'll take the 2 points however we get them.
That's it. Dave Miller's cooking dinner to the podcast makes life so much better. There you go, guys.
Oh, thank you, David. Great to see you, my friend.
Careful with the knife, buddy, and don't burn yourself. Hopefully it comes out nice. Let us know what you end up having, buddy. Murat's Engine. Hello, guys. How
G'day
you doing?
to you, and thank you for all your great comments on all the videos and uploads that we're doing, young fella.
Awesome.
Very good to see. Thank you.
Mike, the Bronx versus Cowboys will also be a great game. Looking forward to it. There you go. Marats, I'm not joking. This will be a tough game. Yeah, mate, it will be tough.
We can't wait.
Montoya.
This is what we want. This is what we want.
Respect to Montoya. He was great for us as well. From Paul from Auckland. Yeah, mate, 100%. He I thought he actually peaked pretty much when he was at the Warriors, to be honest. I thought he had some good games there, even against that. There was some good games he played there. He was scoring some tries. There was a purple patch that he had at one time where every time he got the ball near the try line, he was punching through 2 or 3 guys and getting over the try line. He was on fire. So,
I've just to give you an idea of some Bulldogs fans. I remember what he went through at our club where he had to leave after doing his, I think, MCL and ACL at the same time, and they weren't happy with his speed and whatever else, and had a couple of moments in games. One where we will probably he'll remember the one moment where we were leading at the end and something really bad went happen, and they scored at the end and we lost the game. But I think just to tell you about some of our fans, I actually remembered a couple of the people that really got stuck into him at our team. And it was funny playing in about 21-22 for the Warriors and scoring, just smashing through our wingers on the edge and scoring tries against us. The same people criticising the club for letting him go. And that's just gives you an idea of some of our fans with their memories and the way they go about it. But luckily, most of our fans are brilliant and don't say much on social media. They just support the club and let the club do what it's got to do. Bulldogs have got to lock in.
That's it. Got to keep building. G'day, Sayed. Timmy loves the saxophone.
The saxophone. The saxophone.
We need to show these so-called Warriors why we're the Bulldogs. That's it, mate.
Once were Bulldogs. That's it.
Hopefully that performance against the Tigers will give us a lot of confidence towards our push to the finals. Maybe we've clicked. We've started to. I think we showed a lot of really good signs, the biggest thing for me was the defense. I mean, if let's
Mm.
say we scored 42 and they scored 10, 40, I'd rather still 32-0 than 42-10. No offense. So
But where we're
that
going.
zero is huge. That's there's a reason why I've got a brick wall on my banner, guys, because it's all about.
That's
I
it.
love the defense as well. I'm very zero minded. Lucas, pay ID 20 as well. Thank you very much, mate. Looking forward to a cracking game this weekend. Yes, looking
Thank
forward
you
to
so
it.
much, my friend. Thank you.
And g'day to our favourite evening, Elaine. Welcome. And good to see you the other day. You were down there at Belmore. I saw some photos there with yourself and your son. I'm not sure if you noticed Aki there running the ball boy on the sideline, but no, well done. And he actually played well. He played well for the minutes he played.
Big shout out to Matthew Barricade, who unfortunately for us had to go to the West Tigers. He tried his absolute heart out at halfback.
He was their best for the other team. Yeah.
Look, he made a few mistakes, but what I like about Matthew is that he did not turn it up. He kept trying the whole match against his old club, and it was just too much talent to and it's one of those things where you just got to take your opportunities, and through Wests, he might get an opportunity in NRL sooner than later, the way things have been going with them. So
there you go.
Sometimes it's a blessing in disguise when you got to leave your club. But him and CJ are best mates, and CJ had a really good game off the bench.
Yep.
Some really great runs. Obviously I'm biased, but a lot of clubs will be looking at CJ, and he's a chance of playing for New Zealand, for Nigeria, all these teams.
You know how he's playing like? You know how he's playing a bit like? He's playing a little bit like the cheese. Is that low built to the ground and just a nugget, like a little nugget, like a
yeah.
A bit like the cheese, guys. If you see him play, he's got that sort of in him where you feel like you've got him, but you haven't got him, and he just keeps his legs pumping, just keeps moving.
Always breaks a tackle, and he's got good footwork.
There you go. That was the grandmother. That was Elaine's mum. That was the grandmother there. There you go. My apologies.
Yeah, apologise, mate.
I saw from the back. I saw from the back, and I saw a hug. I was playing the assumption game. My bad. So
Nan's obviously
more than welcome.
A good-looking woman,
But
obviously.
but I'm sure that the Nan would be having even more appreciation than even Elaine. I'm sure Elaine, the grandparents, they're suckers for those grandkids. Man, it's crazy.
That's it.
I'm talking from experience, so that's all right.
G'day,
Louis.
Louis.
Welcome. Greetings, Tassie. We'll be flying over this week for the game also. And then again in Melbourne the following week. NRL isolation down here. There you go.
Well, are you going to Melbourne, Gas? Do you reckon you'll be at Melbourne?
I am. I think I'm about 80% chance of doing the Melbourne trip.
Well, Louis, if you get down there and see the "Don't Break Defence" sign in some way, you might be able to go and get a photo with Gas at the game. Yeah,
unlike Suncorp, Melbourne does let us take in the banner into the stadium. We did that twice last year, but no, it's the other one at Suncorp, they don't let us. So this year we had to keep the banner locked away while we were down at Suncorp a couple of times.
Ryan will be at that game, won't he?
Yep, hopefully. Looking forward to the Waz game. Going to be tough. Our back seven match it with theirs. The battle will be won or lost through the middle. We need Max, Leo, Presto, Kicks, and all the others to have a blinder.
This game will be won through the forwards.
Oh, here we go. I can help you out with the 500, Mick. Whoa, there you go, mate. You can sort out the other 500.
No, Tim. No, Tim.
It's all right. Keep your money.
Timmy's won lotto. I'm telling you that right now.
Timmy must have got a big tax check, mate. It's all right.
And I'll tell if there's someone who deserves it, it's Tim Gray. But don't you worry about that, mate. You make sure you get to the game. And
g'day, Rhett. Welcome, buddy.
I actually just want to announce something at the moment, guys. And we might share it on the screen because it's another great initiative by the club. So let's get that up there before we keep it going. Boo, 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 boo. Let's do it. It says, sorry, I just got to get the main one on. they've got quite a bit. If you go to the Bulldogs website, or you can get there via Dogfather Media if you want and have a look around there first. But go to bulldogs.com.au. This week, family tickets are 50% off, perfect for Saturday afternoon. Use the code R21Family at checkout. Members will be able to purchase additional tickets also for 50% off. So that's a really good thing. Activations at Accor Stadium, including a surprise and delight giveaway, 50/50 mega raffle and more. So lots happening. And you can also get, I don't know if you can see in the background on my back wall there, right there. If you can see it, there's a poster up there framed. You can actually download that exact image if you click on here and get that from the website as well. So you can have the full team 2026 image. I actually got a canvas done and got it all signed by the guys when they were in Brisbane as well. So good stuff happening on the Bulldogs page. If you go there, there's little things you can get. Even if you don't get Sean O'Sullivan in the 6 jersey, again, you can get all that. So I'm sure we'll want to talk about that shortly. Back to you, Gas. Back to you.
Yep, no worries. Greetings from Louis. Okay, he'll be flying to Sydney now. Lucas Logos, welcome. Bulldog Richie suggesting, listen to this, guys, that we drop Tawala for SOS to stay in the team on 360. Seriously, this is when you know that these guys have got no idea, guys.
They don't
Look
watch
at the difference with Tawala game on game from Canberra to the next game. He was a difference in the back line again, guys. Like, he's just a class act, playing extremely, red hot form for him all season. Every game he's played, I don't think he's had a bad game this year, guys. So that shows you the lack of, these are the guys just trying to create these narratives and spin stories just to show, and then, what Brent Reese said? Just bringing up that stat that there's, 3 from 4 games the Bulldogs have, won without Critta. Or what are you trying to say? I'm just raising the stat. That's all. Nothing. I'm not trying to say nothing. So why are you even mentioning it? Like, this is the thing, guys. They just want to create stories and But
I'm telling you, before they get there, way before, and Braith and Gordy actually, and the production managers, they actually go through how it's all going to pan out, and they sit there and who's going to be good cop, who's going to be bad cop, what questions are you going to ask me tonight? But there's very rarely anything off the cuff. The most off the cuff thing that ever happened was when Gordon Tullis got stuck into Laurie Daly because Daly said that AFL was the biggest game was a bigger game than NRL, and Gordy's just one of these blokes where it doesn't matter if your mates are wrong, you stand up for them. It's you just stand up for your game, even if you're lying about it, even if you're wrong about it. You stand up for it. So
yeah.
That show is just very much it's entertainment. And I watch it every week to torture myself, obviously. But it's very much planned, everything they're going to say and do on these shows. And that's how it goes. But thank you, Luca.
Peter Finker, welcome. Big game this Saturday. Our forwards need to stand up against the Warriors. Yeah, they've got a big forward pack and class all across the field, and big mobile players, and even Aaron Clark. I mean, he's the reigning lock of the year from the Daily M, so he's a class act himself, and he's a good student of the game. So got to watch them all. I'm happy to give you back for the great work you do, Mick. If you want to split the last 20 for your friend with their GoFundMe page you shared the other day, there you go, mate.
Beautiful, mate. I'll whack another $10 his way. No problem at all. Thank you so much, mate. Bulldog
Mike, welcome. Sorry I'm late. How good was the win? The Luai effect. Yes. Yeah, that was the Lockie Galvin Cup, guys. The Galvin Cup, and we got the points this time.
And we've got the Montoya Cup this week.
The Montoya Cup this week, guys. There you go.
The Ivan Cleary Cup. The Assistant Coach Cup. That's all humming.
I'd be getting Willie Mason in just for the forwards to G them up. Maybe it could be helpful. I think the forwards are pretty pumped already, guys, knowing the challenge ahead. And they also know, guys, that they need to be pushing themselves to give our back line the opportunity to do what they need to do. So Leo's there playing against his fellow Kiwis mates, so that's going to be a big punch for him as well. That's his first time playing against them with the Dogs. And Max King, Origin player, looking forward, and then Kikau, Fiji international, mate. It's all happening, guys. All happening.
I'd actually rather get Shrek or someone like Roy Asatasi, because when I just think of Willie and the Kiwis, all I think is Willie laughing at the haka, and then David Kidwell blindsiding him and breaking his face, which saddened me completely as a Willie Mason lover at the time.
Yes.
Anyway, memories.
Rhett, the Waz are a team I respect, and a lot of people are in the same boat. I'm hoping that we're getting them on a little bit of a lull before the finals. Penrith is having that dip now before they come back up again. Sometimes you need to have the good loss before build back up again. I think they're having that stretch at the moment. The Panthers, I don't think they're giving it everything at the moment. They're just doing enough to be competitive. Elaine, I'm sitting on the fence now with the Kiwi and Doggies. The old loyalties now. Chinadin, what are you doing, buddy? CJ, you got to convert mum all the way, buddy. Come on.
Dad's in New Zealand, and
that's all right. That's all right.
A lot of love for Dad.
That's all right. But he's not here. He's not here, so you can still cheer for us. It's okay. He won't hear it. Don't worry.
We need you, Elaine. We need you.
Joe William, Adam G's the ref. I think that's good. Well, look, anything other than Sutton is good, guys. I don't care. So,
well, Adam G is the only Bulldogs, the only product of the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs Referees Association to actually referee first grade. So he is a Bulldogs junior ref.
Yes.
So there you go.
Timmy's saying some names are missing in the Ron Massey this week after reviewing the initial team list. Could be spread thin with all the greats playing Saturday. All hands on deck. Yeah, could be, mate.
Well, they've had the under 18s or whatever it is, the Moorebank Rams. They've been getting quite a few of the young of the SG ball players playing for them. Like Zane Alameddine and They won a game and nearly won a few others, but they did come back to earth last week against Brothers.
Lockie Booth is in the house. Welcome, Lockie. Looking forward to seeing you, mate, on Saturday.
I think I saw Lachlan in the background of a video with Brave Dog the other day walking behind him.
He was, mate. He was.
That was Lockie, was it? Oh, good to meet you,
that was Lockie.
mate.
Yeah, that was Lockie. Yeah, there was three of us standing there talking, and they got Lockie and Brave Dog, and I was on the left. I think you just see a partial of my hand or something. Done my weekly pay ID yesterday. Thank you, Brian. Awesome.
And you'll get your merch pack soon, very soon, Brian.
No worries, mate. Yeah, thanks, Timmy. Anthony McAuliffe, welcome. Hope you're well. Thank you, buddy. Hope you're well.
I want to talk to Anthony. Anthony,
go for it, mate. Talk.
I've added you as a friend on Facebook, and because Anthony joined up the cartel, so I want Anthony to come and say hello if he wants to into the messenger groups with the other cartel members and Dogfather members. And you'll also, after a few months, you'll get a merch pack as well, matey. So you don't have to do any of that, but I would love you to reach out. So my name's Michael. Yep. I've sent you a friend request, please.
Thanks, Anthony.
You don't have to, though. You don't have to.
Jump on that, mate. It's a good little group, mate. You can get some good insights there, buddy. You beat the pack. I'm
pretty sure Anthony's got the Klingon from Star Trek as on his Facebook profile photo. Hopefully that's you. But anyway, we'll keep moving.
Yep, good to see you, Elaine. Love the photos. Many blessings, CJ and family, and Matthew Burkhart's family. That's it, Timmy. I said that we missed NRE's energy against Canberra. That's right, Timmy.
We did.
Anthony, hope you're well. I think it was me that joined the cartel. Not sure what that enables, but I'm just happy to support you guys and the great positive work you do. Yeah, there you go, mate. Michael
Thanks,
just reached out to you, so if you want to follow that up. Tiana, I seriously can't deal with NRL 360. What a dumb statistic and comment. Terrible. It's all right. Like Michael said, it's all about the clicks, guys, all about the views, all about that stuff. So whatever they create, it's just, and it's just so funny. You watch them and Braith just keeps pushing these journalists when they say, I don't know something, and he keeps pushing. What do you know? Well, what do you think? He just wants something from them. It's like these journalists, like some of them don't know nothing. Like he said the other day, okay, they signed Young for the Dragons and Hornby was there. There was a third person. Who was it? I don't know. He's trying to give us a third. I don't know. So that's how it works, guys. Don't worry about it. So sad to hear about Scott Juro. Yeah, exactly. Only young at 39. A lot of them playing for the Knights. Yeah, we do. Yeah.
That they like. I didn't realise it, but heard a lot of stuff today. He was there's a mural of him in where the Catalans play in France. Like he was twice named in the Super League team of the season, and in Catalans they rate him like a superstar legend of the game. Like so, obviously well loved and sad. 39's just too young, and he's dealt with those tumours for years and years. Like so poor guy had to suffer a lot.
I've just put the little poll up there, guys. So for those who want to win some tickets to the game, but I will also say, just looking at the next message, Anthony's also got access to free GA tickets for the game if anyone in our community. So Anthony, if you let us know how many you've got, mate, we can run the draw for that as well, mate. And I can organise to get those from you as well. So if you want to let us know if you've got 2 or whatever you've got, we can also put those up for the draw today, guys. So we can probably run 2 lots of 2 if we need to. See how we go. Thanks, Anthony. So have a look at that, guys. Just answer 1 or 2 if you want to come to the game, or even if you are coming and you want to bring someone along. Like last week, Sayed was coming. He brought some friends along. Just put number 1. If you don't want to go, or if you can't, you're interstate, whatever it is. But if you do know someone as well that you can send, even if you're not there, like Michael, for example, if he knows someone in Sydney that he wants to send, mate, put 1, win the tickets, and then send it to your mate and say, hey, mate, here you go. Go and see the doggies in the Waz. So do you think Kickout will start? I don't know if you want to talk about that now or when we talk about the team shortly.
Did you see Rob Kappa's one?
Here we go. Dropping Tuala and putting Critta in centre and SOS halfback. Why is that such a bad idea?
Well, I'll go over that because I'm going to go through my article. It's pretty long, but it'll enable me to say everything I wanted to say more succinctly. Even though it goes for a while, it'll probably take 3 minutes for me to tell you that, but we will answer that later.
Warriors are due for a loss. Yep. G'day, Joby. Hope the move is going well, buddy.
G'day, Joby, mate. Sorry I didn't get back to you today, mate. Too busy.
G'day, Joseph Rager. Looking forward to a strong win against the Warriors with a winning performance by Jamin Line Speed Salmon.
And welcome to you, Joseph. Joseph is also a member and subscribes to the Dogfather page on Facebook, which is a couple of dollars a month. Awesome.
There you go. More news that Preston is going to the market. I've always backed Gus, but if we lose Preston, it's going to be hard to continue to trust him. What's your thoughts?
Who said that? Was that off the Foxtel article that they did all the players that are going to be up for grabs at the end of the year? I'm suggesting that's what that's from. So there's actually been no news whatsoever. That's just someone's written an article talking about all the different players, and I suppose reminding you that we need to make that signing. And I can tell you it's a signing the club. If the club isn't able to keep him, that's on Jacob. It's not on the club. Like they will offer him his market value, and they'll offer him the maximum they can play for a player in his position in our club. That's what he'll get offered. And eventually, so if he can get more than that and decides to do that, he's a pretty smart dude. He's a pretty relaxed guy. He's a loved human being in our club. If he has to leave, he has to leave. It'll be on him, not on the club. It's not an open checkbook, unfortunately.
He wants to stay, guys. He wants to stay, but his manager is also trying to make sure he's looking after his best interests. Don't forget, for everyone who's looking at Burden and especially Presto, nobody can talk to them until November 1 anyway.
Exactly.
They're still signed for next year, both of them. So no one can talk to them anyway. So everything is just playing out as per normal. Nothing's changed. I did see a few people commenting today about why have we signed Kikau and Tracy and Salmon and still haven't signed these guys. Everyone's got their own situation. It's different. Some of these guys were signed last year. These are different positions, different things. Everyone's own position is relative, and everyone's got an own cost as well to what they do. These two players that we're looking to sign now, Preston and Berta, they've got their own cost as well, perceived cost, and what we can potentially offer them. And we're going to try to look after that before November 1 and take them off the market. It doesn't happen straight away, guys. Go on, mate.
I already did the article on that and we explained that. So those other, thanks for mentioning that again. The Salmon, Kikau, Tracy. Now Tracy is in the fullback position and getting unders for a fullback, for an elite fullback. So we're not even paying him. We're paying him nearly 500 or something. So that is unders for a fullback. There's not too many. The only fullback getting less than that in the competition as the first choice fullback is Will Kennedy, who took a 1-year cheap deal. And I'm sure he will get upgraded. But he just loved his club and stayed there for that much. You know, that's what a local junior can do, or a junior pathways player can do. So Tracy's got nothing to do with Preston's signature. Salmon is off contract the same time Preston is. So Salmon isn't even signed for 2028. So that's got nothing to do with Jacob Preston's signature. He was extended last year for 2 years. So he's off contract November 1 as well. He plays next year, so does Preston. They both off contract the same time. Matt Burton's the same situation. So Kikau will cross over for 1 year. That's not gonna have a real effect and on what we pay Jacob Preston. The only issue is you've got two elite back rowers getting that, and then you've got Satili Tupanua, who's on 650, but he plays middle as well. So he has that versatility. And both Preston and that can move out to centre in a game if they have to. He's trying to play wing the other night. Tuala could have got him the ball out in the wing potentially. And then he stayed in field somehow off that other play, going down the right wing. But
mate, just check the private. Congratulations, welcome David Miller to the Cartel Pack. David has just joined the Cartel Pack.
Thank you so much, David.
Keep sending those packs out. Booyah. That's it.
I'll get to you in good time, David. But David, what that does is it means that every draw we have, you're going to be in it automatically.
Yeah, that's it.
And and when if you do a super chat as well, or a super thanks or whatever it is, you get an additional ticket every time you do that. So it's all good. I wonder if there's this H on the person. I think this is this person who's on Facebook who just keeps saying this stuff about Renekama. And then says they got nothing against them, but just continually keeps putting shit on Renekama. I don't understand it. And Renekama is going to be tested this week, apparently. Well, he's a winger. Of course he's going to be tested. There's a reason wingers make the most errors in the game. It's not because they can't catch the footy or anything. It's because they have the most contested ball out of any other player in the comp on the ground.
Right. Just an irate Warrior supporter that wants to put some heat on the Dogs. That's all. Yes, Anthony McCullough is saying to you that's him from the Star Wars thing, whatever he's saying there, Worf or something.
From Star Trek. There you go.
Star Trek. Yep, that one.
Well, I've added you as a friend, so.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would have thought. Thanks, buddy. Joe Millennium, Rabbits are in trouble. No Mitchell, Duncan, Murray, and Fafita. That's right.
Oh, that's when Wayne Bennett's at his best.
That's it. Anthony's got 6 tickets. Shouldn't be a problem. I can't see your friend request on Facebook. Could be in the dinosaur operator. Check your spam stuff. Some of those things come in the back end or some stuff. I don't know. They don't all sit on
Like
the
someone's
front.
trying to reach out to you or something.
Yeah,
But
that's it, mate. But yeah, that's it. So we can, if we want to, if you're happy for those 6, mate, we'll put those up in the draw as well today, guys. Joby, happy with the team. Boy, I think we can win. Go the Dogs, still moving. Just want to say hi. I will listen tomorrow. No worries, mate. Happy for you to jump on anytime. Why do we have one of the best centers in the world playing 5'8"?
we'll answer that
played
later.
brilliant and seemed to open Galvin's game up a bit.
Yep. Look
who's running late. Our ball boy
g'day,
from
Aki.
Sunday. G'day,
The boy,
Aki.
he was still getting balls from the stadium, was he? They're like, you forgot a couple, Aki. Go get them.
I saw one kicked over the fence, mate. It hit the roof and bounced over. I'm not sure if you chased that one, but it was so good to see, mate. They kicked for touch. Aki ran up, put the ball on the sideline next to the linesman and went back in his spot. Good stuff, buddy. Hope you enjoyed. And Aki was able to congratulate after his game Marcelo Montoya as well. And Aki was also there for Chad Townsend's last game. So there you go, guys. He's got the kiss of death. If anybody wants to retire, Aki's the ball boy for that one. So there you go. 500,000 is great value for Tracy. People seem to forget value when they talk about player retention. 100%. That's all they look at is why have they signed them? But yeah, everyone's got a price, and for a fullback, that's a great value for us, especially for what he delivers for us. Vivian, welcome. Hey boys, how are we? Looking forward to being the 18th man this week. Well done. Congratulations.
Well, I'm pretty sure. How many 18th men can there be? Is there just one?
One person. Why?
Oh, well, Vivian must be Mike.
That might be
someone
sending on behalf someone else's account, maybe using his someone's account, but linked in the family. Maybe yeah, because he's coming off Facebook. So just check if it
he's
is.
Got Instagram and he's got YouTube.
Oh yeah,
and all that.
Mike. Yeah, there he is down there. Looking forward to being 18th man this week. So probably another family member. Yeah, James, these players hold out for the most money. I don't think so, mate. It's not always the way, buddy. It's people want to get what's fair to them, but also they need to just make sure that everything takes care of itself. At the moment, we're still in the middle of the season.
It's fair to say some do, some would.
Yeah, especially ones who don't have any. If you've had a like Panthers were obvious choice where they've all won premierships, they've all done their bit, and then they all go, you know what? Let's go reward ourselves now. Opportunities come up. Let's go reward ourselves. So that's what they're doing. So our guys are still in the middle of a building. There's still something special being built at Belmore, guys. Preston knows he's an important part of the team. Birdo, they love the community there. They love the whole camaraderie. If they can stay and it can be close enough, even if it's slightly under what someone else does, they'll stay. That's how they want to be. But everything has to tick itself off. But at the moment, we're still in, what are we? Just in July, and they still got till November to decide at the moment before they go on the open market. So I wouldn't be too worried about that, guys, at the moment. Let the season keep playing out. Let that stuff happen in the background. That's for Uncle Gus to take care of.
Yeah, we've been Toya retiring. Does it release some of the salary cap? Is it much? Look, it's not going to, not this year. He'll be paid out to the end of the year. I'm 100% sure of that. And he'll just transition into coaching. So he'll be getting paid. Because if he did medically retire, then went to coach, they put the coaching salary on the salary cap. Yep. That's what they did with Jacko. He retired, but we still had to keep him in our cap, even though he was on less money and playing and coaching. So yeah, look, we have always estimated him, myself and Pete, when we go into our little analysis and take in all the reported salaries and then look at it all. We come up with that Montoya is probably on somewhere between 275 and 375, but I'd even stretch it as high as 400 just through his experience and whatever else, and the fact that we'd lost we just lost the Fox, and we had a bit of cap space there, and we need to get someone in, and he was willing to be that person to come back home. So it all worked out. So yeah, let's keep going.
Yep, that's right. Hey boys, how are we? G'day, Mike. Looking forward to being the 18th man this weekend against the Warriors. Yeah, we'll see you down there, mate. Good stuff. Congratulations. Great video with Mark today. Such a tremendous person. Love him, and we'll miss him. Yeah,
Yes.
he'll still be close. So yeah, miss him on the field, but he'll be still around the club. You'll see him around there. G'day, JP. Evening, brothers. Appreciate you guys clearing up about Birdo and Preston. They are valuable to the club, and hoping they stay. Tough game against the Warriors, but we got this. Up the Bulldogs.
Beautiful, mate. Beautiful.
POD for CJ. Thanks for the support as always. There you go, mate.
Oh, thank you, Elaine.
There you go.
Thank you
mate.
so much. And look, I've actually done a CJ t-shirt that will be, and I've got a few shirts on a little site now that you can look at, guys. And I'm open to suggestions. And there won't be much made on top. It's more about just giving people ability. Because look, I felt that I don't want to steal from the club, and it is at the same time I feel that player specific shirts is something that we don't see enough of. I love the fact that we had when the Fox had a shirt. I really like that. I think the problem is they don't sell as well as the standard merch and that sort of thing, and they are a niche thing. So you're never going to sell heaps of them. So these are just things that I'm happy to do 1, 2, 3 here, whatever. It's not going to make money for us, but it will hopefully put something in, because we've dropped shipping and stuff. All we've got to do, we come up with a design and whatever. It all just gets done at the point of sale and at the manufacturer, and it stands out. And then someone gets something a little bit different that they might like, and we'll see how it goes. So we love CJ, and we and as I said, what Elaine did for my daughter, I'll never ever forget that. So thank you so
Elaine.
much.
Very generous. Is SOS, just check your private, is SOS an option, a chance to play 9 off the bench? Possibly. Gordon's on the bench as well, but look, he's there for cover. But if anything was to happen with Critta not being ready for whatever reason, he's also ready to go. But 14 is usually an indication that they should be playing. Mike, yes, Vivian is his wife. There you go. Didn't realize I was on her Facebook. Yeah, that's good. It's good. I love the trust in the family. If you're on her, she's on. It doesn't matter. I like the trust.
Very beautiful too, Mike. Very beautiful.
No closed doors there. Maybe she will be with you doing the. Usually, you can take someone down there with you. It's not like you're on your own. To do that 80th man. So yeah, usually you can go down there on, with a family member, etc., and do the guard of honor and all that stuff down there as well for those celebrations. So well done, and we'll see you out there, and we'll take some photos and videos off the big screen for you as well.
And thoroughly deserved, mate. Thoroughly
as I'm
deserved.
sure all
well
your
done.
family members will do as well. SOS
Really
has
proud.
also said he's happy to stay. Yeah, Timmy, naturally, mate, he wants to stay in a club that he can play some footy with. As a journeyman, he's played for half the teams in the NRL almost. He'd love to find a role full time, to finish out his career. That would be ideal. John Bryan, evening. G'day, Mick and Gaz, legends.
G'day,
Thank you,
John.
buddy. Welcome.
Good to see you, mate. He's over in England, I think.
Dev era. Montoya doesn't release any salary cap, as Michael alluded to, because he wasn't on the cap for next year. So the club would have already used that money knowing he wasn't on the books for next year. And it doesn't release anything for this year as well. G'day, Matt. First time watching the live. Love it, boys. Keep up the great work. P.S. Got my 18 jersey back in 2012 in Mackay, Queensland, on Josh Jackson's debut. Oh, that's a big one.
Wow.
Well done, mate. Well done.
That'd be worth something one day.
Yeah.
You get him to sign it.
Bulldog Mike has to be Harry's burner account. All right, he's gone anyway, mate. He's gone. He's in the bin. Found your message, Michael. Looking forward to the cartel access. There you go.
Beautiful, mate. I'll talk to you shortly, brother.
Joe Millennium boys, truly believe if we win, we need to stray. What's this? Stary?
We need to probably start well. Might have.
Yeah. Same as last week. Need to get off to a fast start. Yep.
See you, Spider.
He's gone, mate. He's gone. He's in the bin, mate. Don't worry.
They call him Rocky. Anyway.
Lucky man. Yeah, taking my 3 girls and a mate. I'm trying to take Rod as well. There you go.
Oh, that's Rodders, who does Bulldogs Now on TikTok. He does an awesome highlights package of the game.
Yeah.
Every moment in the game he covers for the Bulldogs, especially. It's in a real true just gets on with it and supports the Dogs. That's all he just keeps going. So him and Mike are always in the crowd together.
Mr. Incredible, welcome. It'd be good to have Sitili right now. We are looking pretty mean out there. I love how Gordon Kem Chong Tung got in there with Alex Twal. Yes, he didn't back down. While some of the other guys sort of just took a backward, seat, he jumped in there, guys, and he's not someone to be messed around with as well. He's got a very nuggety physique. First time the players all signed the jersey too. Oh, well done. There you go.
Beautiful, Matty.
Sign. Make sure yours is signed too, Mike. Use the spray to kill the spider. That's it, Timmy. Exterminated, mate. I'll get the tissue later and wipe it, mate. I just crushed it for now. We'll wipe it off later. Put it in flush it. Boys, truly believe if we were to win, we need to start fast, convert our chances. We can't lose the spirit easily. We can't lose that spirit easily like we did against the Raiders. Yeah, we need to keep that resilience for this game, guys.
As I said, Joe, I just think it was a couple of like Jethro, obviously a young guy who probably blamed himself for that try, and then he just followed up with 3 more errors, and then he come back in the second half. So then you had Cherry, who was sort of just passive in those moments. So I think the way we saw Jethro bounce back last week is a really promising sign. And he's always run into the teeth of big blokes and poked through the line. Like he is an immensely strong individual. And one thing you'll notice at the moment, he's not cramping up, is he?
He's got his legs now. He's got his legs now.
He's got his legs. That's it.
Yep.
So they'll target him, but
he hasn't for a few weeks now. We mentioned that a few weeks ago. He said he's been running all the way to the end. And look at that run he did, guys. With a few minutes to go the other day, he put the afterburners on in that run, and that was at the end of the game. Where normally, when he started his career with us, and he came back from his injury, he was sort of tired by that stage. So that showed a lot. And that look, I don't care if Buller got him or not. That was a quick run he did, and Buller is fast, but. Don't forget, Fox got run down by the Hammer as well. So, you can get run down. But he showed some speed.
Catch anyone. The Hammer.
That's all right. But he showed some speed. He'll beat a lot of players. Like I said on Sunday in the review, just a little bit of an in and away there. And I reckon he could have got the biscuits. Just to put the Buller off a little bit in the chase. Makes a big difference for a winger.
I think for some reason he just pinned the ears back and just
he thought he was going to get there. Yeah,
look, I think he'll learn a lot from that. But he can do it in and away. He just didn't. He just pinned the ears back. What I liked about though is he showed a bit of enterprise in the game where he, since he's come into the team, he started doing the offloads and all that sort of stuff. But he showed a bit of enterprise in that game against the West, where he went for some sideways runs as well and look to, get some second phase going and get around players and do some draw and pass stuff as well. So we saw Birdo do a bit of that, which got us in the position for that second try where, that was a good pass from Salmon.
Yes.
We cut them out and then they got the ball out to Jethro. And then the ball got knocked out. Next set, Galvin does the little chip and we score. But, lots of good stuff. From that game.
Lots of good stuff, but also so much more improvement. So many gaps there in that game, guys, where, like we said the other day, we could have really put some points on as well. And we got to learn how to play better against 12 and even 11. Like, we didn't really throw anything at them at that stage. And, we should have put 2 or 3 tries on in that stage, guys. At the end of a game, their team's busted. We didn't properly form any proper shape and go that way. We kept thinking there's going to be gaps, and you're not going to go up the middle there. They compressed a little bit and they held us out. So, just needed the boot, Timmy. That's right. Jacko stuffed up and wrote 18, had to change it to 19 for his number. Yeah, there you go. All good. The boot works more ruthless. That's it, Timmy. We'll wipe it down later. Get it fully signed at the Christmas party, then frame it. Awesome. If they don't sign it for you this week, then you can do that as well for sure, mate. Looking forward to it. Levi Hawkins, let's go Warriors. Good luck. Jethro turning into a monster.
Levi's been commenting a lot on the group, so welcome Warriors fan. Thank you.
Levi, do you agree with putting Critta back in the halves after the masterclass Sullivan had?
Yep, we'll cover that soon, guys. I'll give you my whole spiel, and some people have already read it.
Brendan Harris, anyone coming down for the Melbourne game? I've loved the Bulldogs since I can remember, and will be my first Bulldogs game ever, and I couldn't be more excited. Hoping to see you there. So,
see that little. It's not the actual banner he'll have, but have something where it'll be a big blue brick wall banner in the crowd that you'll be able to go and find. So
yeah. So if you see that brick wall and a banner that we gotta hold with 2 hands, that's where you'll see us. In the dog section, that's where we'll be. Dogs need to get on and stay on because the Wars do make up for stuff ups. Yes, all the good teams do. Yep. And we've been on the back end of a lot of stuff ups this year and penalised for it heavily with points every time.
No team's been punished as much as us for errors. It's like.
Is anyone else worried about Critta's injury? Can't be crazy for thinking he should rest till a few weeks and trust the boys to get for that type of injury, that nerve that he's got. It's basically one of those things where if you cop it at the time, it basically affects you, and then after that you're okay. It's not like he's got a broken something or a hamstring or something. It's different. It's a nerve thing. So as long as he's mobile and he's able to get any impact on it, he's actually okay to play. So he had the same issue last year and continued on playing once it was over it. So
I'll just to give you some insight. To give you some insight, he didn't train, do the intensity of boot camp stuff over the preseason. So he was well and truly wrapped in cotton wool and worked on certain things to get his body right, including that injury. That was been one of the things bugging him, and he his body wasn't being utilized to its full capabilities just through his injuries that he was carrying year after year, that he just said, well, this is just part of playing rugby league. But they're like, we can actually fix this stuff and get you a lot better. And when he actually started the season, he was actually a lot stronger through the contact early on, and he was quite had a bit more mobility and was taking a lot more hit ups and stuff like that, making like 150 meters and that easily, whereas last year he was probably only making around 100, 110, and doing less of the sort of rough stuff. But what happened is that shoulder injury is really setting back. That's been the main thing. And then he's got, and that's another one where you just manage. And there's players with grade 3 and grade 2 tears all through the competition that you're not even, the only people who know about it are their teammates, their coaches, and the trainers and their families, and that no one else knows about it or cares about it. But when it goes to grade 5 and you have to go off, some people say they're made of glass, but I'd say he's a grade 5 is pretty fucking painful. And and that nerve thing is obviously very scary because it's like, well, have I just broken my back? I got shoved in the back, got a shoulder right in the right spot, and now I can't feel my arm. They're not gonna take any prisoners with that. So, look, you are right to have your concerns are valid, and it's a natural thing as a fan to sit there and go, we should rest him. We've all been there and said those things. But what I would say is that if he's not right, he's not going to play. And we need our best team and our best players on the field against the best teams. So, and I'm just going to say it, Sauce isn't in our best 13. He's not. Okay? I get the argument. 100% get the argument. Did he kill it against the Tigers? Yes, he did. I think Serraldo would have had it. Someone said it the other. It might have been your mate who said it on Facebook. Serraldo would have actually had a blinder playing 7 on the weekend, and it's not putting Sauce down at all. So Sauce executed the game plan and did
Critta.
his job.
You mean Critta, not Serraldo? Sorry, yeah.
No, Serraldo.
Oh,
Your
Serraldo,
mate said
yeah.
Serraldo would have played well at 7 on that game because of the platform that we had.
Exactly.
But after 20 minutes, it was just run of the mill.
Nothing else.
You know, for years, these commentators and stuff will tell you you're seeing things that you don't see all the time, especially with bunker calls. And oh, yeah, no, that's knocked back. I'm like, fucking, it's forward. It's forward. What do you mean it's back? It's forward. And you're telling us it's nothing to see here. The commentators are saying it half the time. But anyway, look, I think everyone's concerns are valid. I understand why people want Sauce there and are worried about Critta, but we'll get to the full picture eventually as to why I think it's the right idea by Serraldo.
Yep. And don't forget, guys, it was only a couple of weeks ago when he played against the Titans when he looked, everyone was raving about, I didn't even know he had that skill in him. So, and he was throwing great passes to Curran and everything else he was doing, no lookers and whatever. So, people have got short memories. He gets injured and all of a sudden people think he hasn't played for a while and doesn't know what he's doing. John Bryan, Jethro looks very promising. No coincidence that Tawala back in the centres, we not only look stronger on that edge, but Jethro's game lifts as well. That's right. So, good stuff.
Yeah, well, Jethro was on the other side, John.
On the other side this week. It's all right.
But
he's got Carraz. He's got Carraz to help him out there, which is good. Joe Miller, just a heads up, for some reason, if you send a comment and then I delete it, so from your side, you guys still receive it, not sure. I don't think you can delete it once it's gone from the YouTube, I'm guessing, so I'm not sure.
Probably because it's streaming and it's recording at the same time, like it's just
so it
probably
gets locked in.
YouTube.
I'm surprised it even let you delete it, but that's all right. If you say something that you weren't sure about, just type in after it and correct it. We'll find that as well. Hopefully they do. Yep, sign it for you. Yep, that'll be good, mate. Saves you from doing it later.
Yep.
And if they do, mate, hopefully they put the team number, the player number on there as well.
Ask for it if you can.
Yeah, thanks a lot, fellas. I'll see you there. Yeah, mate. I'll see you in
Brendan.
Melbourne, hopefully, mate. If I'm 80% so far, so hopefully all good. Mick, where can I read your articles? Mick, do you want to tell them where they can find your stuff?
Let's do it here now. Let's show it.
There you go. Let's
on
show
the
it.
screen. So, guys, you can go to dogfathermedia.com.au. You've got the menu option. Is it showing on there at the moment?
Yep,
We're going to make ourselves smaller.
Yep.
So we've got the menu there. You got the Dogfather Media articles. I haven't kept up too well with it. We've got some sponsors on there. We've got links to the actual Bulldogs stuff, the Bulldogs merch, the Bulldogs membership packages. Can all go there. We've got some funny stuff with Buzz 360. But we go to the media articles here and, I do this at my own expense and whatever else. There's a little video of our theme song if you ever want to watch that. It's one of the older versions. I'm not going to keep updating it like we do every week here. And there's a whole bunch of articles. You just click read more and then we go into it. So I'm actually going to go to this article now and we're going to answer why Critta or O'Sullivan, why Serraldo will back his captain. While I'm doing that, Gas, if you want to just look through I don't think there's too many chats now, but get ready for the next part of what we're going to do. Why Cameron Serrato will be right to put Stephen Crichton straight back into the number 6 jersey. So we wrote this the other day, and that's exactly what Serrato was going to do. Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs 32 victory over West has reignited one of the debates around the club, who's going to play in the halves. O'Sullivan wore it, had a very good performance. He kicked his 2 40-20s, defended strongly, played his role within the Bulldogs' attacking structures and helped the Dogs control a match they dominated from start to finish. Well, they dominated for the start. The next 30, 40 minutes was pretty average and then finished well. And they defended well the whole game, I will say. Almost immediately, however, the narrative become predictable. The commentary team, including Dan Ganane, Cooper Cronk and Michael Ennis, repeatedly highlighted the influence of having a genuine halfback in the side. Many Bulldog supporters were focused heavily on our halves ever since Galvin arrived at the club, have echoed the very same sentiments. But is that really why Canterbury suddenly looked so good on the weekend? Or are we looking at the result first and then working backwards to find an explanation that confirms what we already believed, as in confirmation bias? Because when you look deeper at Canterbury's performances, there's a large elephant in the room. The Bulldogs' performances are being driven first and foremost by what is happening in the engine room in the middle of the field. And that's exactly why Critta if he's declared fit to play, which he has been, will be put straight back into the number 6 jersey. Most importantly, I believe he'll be justified in doing so. So O'Sullivan played well, but let's put the performance into context. It's not about criticising him. I love Sean O'Sullivan. Great coach, great clubman, great person, great father. There's a lot of good things that have been said about him that I can repeat. And he does well as a halfback. He's got a great brain around the game. He knows what to do. He's got all the skills.
Generous with the kids at Greenacre as well. Yep.
He's coaching out at Greenacre as well, and he's got a future as a coach in the game, definitely. His first 40-20 came in Canterbury's opening set of the match and immediately put the Tigers under pressure. Now, what actually happened was, and this is what Gerald Skelton, as he's running past the ref said, outside. And he's yelled back, outside to Buller. And Buller thought the kick was from outside the 40. And obviously it was a good enough kick where he's sort of like, well, I don't need to risk trying to stop it here.
Could have.
So I'll let it go.
He had a play at it. He could have. If he wanted
he could have.
He could have.
He could have, but
it wasn't going to be clean. But it wasn't going to be clean. It would have been risky. Could have been in the end goal like we did not long ago, and then they scored from it. I mean, it was. But he could have had a play on it. Could have.
But let's ask the question: if your wing is saying it was outside the 40, are you going to play at it?
Nope. You got to leave it.
No. So exactly. Buller actually shouldn't be really. The West Tigers fans shouldn't be hard on Buller, in my opinion. It's more a ref in his second game just said outside instead of inside.
Yes.
Which, too bad. You need to, and Buller would not have known if he was going from in the 40 or out of it. So I'll give Buller the benefit of the doubt. But the kick was good enough and executed. And then after the game, Sean O'Sullivan said, this is what we were working on. We were working on Buller was sometimes late to the party, and we actually had a plan to put pressure on with kicks aimed at 40-20s. We come up with that plan as a team. The second one he did was beautiful. It was virtually unplayable. It was unplayable. It was a wonderful kick. So well done to Sean O'Sullivan for that. And as I said, he explained the video preparation and they identified those opportunities and executed them. So they deserve credit. His kicking game was effective, but you also got to look at some of his weaknesses that have existed throughout his career were never, ever tested in that match. We dominated field position. He got to kick the ball from basically inside the Tigers' half a lot of the time. And, you know, his defense within the team and the team's defense really restricted their yardage game. And our back three were catching the ball and getting it to the 30-metre line nearly every set, which meant that our forwards had more energy and we were able to do our thing, which enabled the halves to have a field day. Yeah, so he was kicking from favourable positions. The question Cameron Serralda has to ask isn't simply how Sean O'Sullivan performed when Canterbury dominated the Tigers. The question is what happens when Canterbury aren't dominating? So what happens when an opposition forward pack has a 10 or 20-minute period where they take control of ours? And you have to expect in a game against great opposition that that's going to be a reality from the Warriors, even if they're not having the best day or if we've started well and get to a lead or whatever it is. There's going to be a period of sufferance there and where we're put to the test. What if we're kicking from deep within our own half? And that sort of comes back to the people who go, well, why aren't we using Burton to kick out of territory? Well, I think it definitely helped him with his conversion stuff. He's a bit fresher and he's running. He seems to be running harder and faster out there in the centres because he's not having to worry about the load of kicking the ball. And let's be frank, they've been sharing that. The Bulldogs don't want to be a team that gets dominated in the forwards and has to kick the ball from the 30-metre line every game and rely on having a player like Matt Burton to do it. That's not a sustainable game plan. We just used what we had. We used the players we had, the great attitudes that they brought to the club, the good kids coming through as well, the opportunity signings that they gave, and they had a game plan that enabled them to fight, to compete. And we had this kid with a great weapon and pinpoint accuracy and a great running game who's able to take advantage of that. And look, so let's keep going. What happens when the Bulldogs keep deep from inside their own half? What happens when the defensive line is flying at O'Sullivan? What happens when the game is on the line? And can he maintain his execution across 80 minutes at the moment of high-intensity footy? Those are very different questions. And look, if he's got the role, Critta might break down after 2 minutes and people will be like, oh, that's a reality. These things happen. And O'Sullivan might have to come on and he might save the day. And that's all I'm ever going to want. No one's going to want to have egg on their face more if O'Sullivan gets the reins and does well. I'm just talking about his history. His history as a player doesn't come down to 80 minutes or 68 minutes against the Tigers, who probably weren't at their best, let's be frank, okay? We can only do what we did, and our boys did a wonderful job to set that game up and then finish it off, which was really pleasing to see, as Gas said, with a 0 against us. Look, did O'Sullivan really straighten Canterbury's attack? So one of the immediate observations is that he does that. The Bulldogs' opening try became an example. It was in reality, it was a standard shift. Galvin was involved first, went to Jamin Salmon, who played lock. His passing was good from lock, except for one pass where he still scored off that in the left-hand corner when Kikau had to reach back. Salmon's pass went a bit high. But Salmon moved back at lock and arguably produced his best performance of the season after also playing struggling against the Raiders. He was involved in the movement. The ball eventually came through O'Sullivan to Matt Burton, who gave early ball to Jethro, and he crossed largely untouched. It was a well-executed try. I wouldn't call it a revolutionary try. I think better defenses handled that. And I'm not putting our team down. We got a 40-20. We earned everything we got. We earned that try. We completely exploited whatever the Tigers threw at us at that point. And there was and O'Sullivan did his role right. He did run and engage the line, but they all did. They all did their part perfectly. Like that, for him to score untouched in the corner meant that everything was done perfectly by everyone in that movement. It was a team try, okay? And it's an O'Sullivan try because he got the 40-20 to start it. So you can give him a lot of credit for us being in that position at that point. Watch Canterbury's attack closely across previous weeks and you will find that we do have similar shapes. Potentially, though, some of the players didn't execute the passes as well in some of those shapes. But how many try assists did Critta get the other day against the Titans? Was it 3?
3.
and how many should he have had against the Raiders?
At least 3 to start. Yeah, when he was
At least
on.
3. So the difference is that sometimes the opposition defended movements better, and sometimes the final pass wasn't executed. Sometimes that player at the end of the movement didn't finish the opportunity, and that's where, look, this confirmation bias based on the outcome is how a lot of people are analysing rugby league. And we hate to bring up our old mates, the Kennel. I hope they're all right. But a lot of the time it's like, well, this team smashed that team, so they're going to smash us because we got smashed by another team who they smashed as well. Well, if anyone knows, that's got nothing to do with rugby league. But that's the type of analysis. And look, a lot of people view the game through that lens, and that's okay. We're not trying to be tall poppies or say we're better, but what we're trying to say is that there is another side to the story, and if you're open to it, you can learn a bit, and that's what we've done. You know, Gas has taught me stuff. I've taught him a little bit of stuff, probably less than he teaches me. You know, watching the team play, watching games on weekends, all that sort of stuff. It all helps. But anyway, if a player puts the ball down over the try line, suddenly the entire attacking structure is brilliant. But if the same move ends with a drop ball or a poor final pass or an excellent defensive read, suddenly we're told that our attack was bad. See, the attack was good. The execution was just poor. And that's how I think we should say it. Our attack looks like it's going all right, but we've got players who just aren't executing for whatever reason. And that's where the focus is. How do they get those players to execute? Sometimes it's the opposition defense as well. So, look, I think O'Sullivan played a relatively simple role against the Tigers. He appeared at different times at first receiver, sometimes at second receiver, sometimes at third receiver. Galvin had more touches throughout the game. But through the block movements, they all swapped around. We saw Connor Tracy had more involvements on the left side. Now, a couple of his passes were poor, but, the intent was there and they were trying things and they had the freedom to try a few more things, which is probably what's brought a lot of frustration for us because we saw that against the Titans as well, where they sort of had it won and then dominating and then, let them back into the game through pushing passes and trying things they don't need to try. But look, O'Sullivan never at any point in the game was asked to rescue the Dogs from any sort of sufferance. However, that second 40-20 was after a period of where we had to defend a lot and do a lot. So he got replaced at the 68th minute by Bailey Hayward, who moved into the halves. Someone was going on today, why would you put Gordon Chan-Kum-Tong into halfback and take O'Sullivan off the field? Because O'Sullivan was tired and Gordon went to hooker and dummy half and Bailey went to the halves. But, yeah. And one of the people who said that does a podcast, so I don't know how to help these people. Again, it doesn't. We're not diminishing his performance because he went off after 68 minutes. He's just obviously he hasn't had as much consecutive football that's going to build his legs up. So he needs to continue to build that up. So he's not fully fit either, which is another thing that I'm just getting pulverized by on the Facebook streams and stuff because I'm trying to explain this stuff, and it's just people just don't want to entertain it at all. Look, the real story behind all of it, I know this is dragging on a bit, is Max King, Leo Thompson and Canterbury's forward pack. If we generally want to understand Canterbury's improved results, we need to stop analysing the halves in isolation. Just look at Max King. I think Rhett May or Lucas said, I think it was Rhett, on current form, King would have to be, he asked the question, do you reckon King is the best prop in the game at the moment? I said, well, he's in the conversation for one of the best, the way he's playing. He's been immense. Now, I didn't put him on. I put Leo Thompson and Fish on, James Fisher-Harris, because they're both very proud Maori. And, it was like Fisher-Harris is the master and Leo's the apprentice. And that's how it sort of was. through that game where they beat Australia by 30-0 in the final. And he had a great game, did Leo. And the stuff he learnt from James Fisher-Harris is probably part of the reason that this guy's at our club. The combination with Leo and King, though, has transformed our middle. And with King playing, they're taking that more energy out. You're seeing like a third hit up, whether Galvin gets in there and takes a run, or Salmon takes a run, and they're making 10 metres straight up with their leg speed, getting a quick play of the ball, and then that's allowing Hayward to do his thing. It's all from these first two couple of runs. Even sometimes if they get moved back a little bit or get dominated a bit, they've taken effort out of that opposition pack. And if they've got to repeat that 3 times, they struggle a bit more when they're up against genuine quality middles, which we just haven't had enough of for a long time. And we've now got that. And God, I hope we can keep it. Salmon, as I said, Salmon plays on the front foot. Our edge back rows are getting clean ball. With kick our back, you'll see Burton will probably appreciate that at centre even more, because he will get that ability to run. I think Tuala and Preston and Tuala and Satilli were loving the fact that both of them are just in a run first motion, which draws defenders. And then you see a game where that game where Satilli dominated, where it might have been against West, actually, I can't remember, but where he just, it was all him getting us all our points with the stuff that he was doing. Look, our spine is getting more time. The kickers are having more space. Outside backs receive the football before the defensive line's completely set. It's rugby league 101. Forwards do their thing. Halves can do their thing. Back three can do its thing. Everyone can do their thing. But look, our halves can only play what's in front of them. And we saw a perfect example against the Panthers. Our victory was built on our forward domination, and Max King was instrumental. So when he was on the field with a broken jaw, we were up 16-0. Then he goes off. They get it back to 16-all. He comes back on, and we run away with it. I'm pretty sure it went something like that. Be pretty close to that, Gas. Maybe I'm off a tad, but we'll see. It tells you the story anyway. So early in the season, when we suffered a heavy defeat, and the discussion again turned immediately towards the halves, Sean Johnson was the one who actually put Brave. So Brave sort of just went to do the Canterbury halves, which we talk about every day. It gets talked about. And Sean Johnson said, well, it's the first time I've watched Canterbury, and actually got over 100,000 views on this clip, by the way, just so you know. It's a massive clip. And he just said, well, playing off that platform, I'm glad. Basically, he wouldn't have done much with that platform, is what he was saying. He's like, no wonder they didn't do anything. They're just getting dominated in the forwards. They just weren't good enough in the middle in that game, and they just had no platform, and everything was slowed down. And you notice when we're slowed down, because by the time our second or third receiver gets the ball, the opposition outside backs are literally sitting on top of ours, and ours started deep in attack, which has sort of forced our guys to be even deeper, and it's just made it really hard to attack. But when we get a roll on and get that play the ball speed going, completely different. People are like, oh, Bailey Hayward's actually really good. Yeah, when he gets that platform, he's as good as anyone that you've seen. And he's defensively, he's getting way more confident as well. And he's the top tackler every week. Tackles at a higher percentage than Marnie. Just not as tough as Marnie at the moment, but he will be. I think he's tougher in the brain, though. But anyway, we'll see. While the discussion was being directed towards Canterbury's halves, Johnson essentially pointed towards a platform that they've been given and that it wasn't sufficient. And when they generate momentum, your spine isn't magically, if they're not generating momentum, your spine's just not magically going to create endless opportunities against a set defensive line. And that principle hasn't changed suddenly because Sean O'Sullivan wore number 6 against the Tigers. Context of the Raiders game, we talked about that a lot. We started strongly. Critta should have had 3 try assists. No one looked at that try. No one scrutinised it afterwards. But it wasn't a try. Xavier Savage's try. Rinikama, Cherry, we talked about that. They got 2 40-20s, which killed us. But a lot of people said our team didn't even turn up or didn't try. I don't believe that. I think a couple of players made it really hard for everyone else. But anyway, the real test is against the Warriors. It's an entire different challenge. They're sitting near the top of the competition, as we all know. They're playing some of the best football in the club's history. And when you consider the collective work ethic, work rate, completion rate, and discipline, it's all very much represented statistically and in their performances. And we're going to have some stats which Dave is presented. We'll do that after Gas goes through the chats in a moment. So, look, we're not playing the Tigers again, guys. We're playing the Warriors. And their forward pack will have some control at different times. It's inevitable. And that's when our halves will be tested. So if King, Thompson can dominate the Warriors for large portions of the game or hold parity, Sean O'Sullivan would probably have a good day as well. But if we're going to be under the pump a little bit and going to have to hold on a little bit, and the player that I'd prefer to have there, which is Critta. That he's the player I would prefer. The $1 million player, the guy who's won how many games off his boot with field goals, and the guy who's pulled it out of the fire for us in quite a few matches. He's got a far bigger record. He's played less seasons than the other guy of NRL, but played a lot more games. And I know he's not playing halfback, and he's not your natural player, but I didn't want him to go to 6. I said it there. Not my choice, but I'm going to back it all the way. And you know what? He did a lot better. And I felt that Critta was, with his try assists, he straightened the attack pretty well. He engaged the line pretty good with some of his passing. So some of his passing wasn't good either, but there were a lot that were. When that platform disappears, though, when Canterbury's forced to absorb pressure, when we need to kick ourselves out of trouble, I'd also prefer Critta doing the kicks. He's got a longer kicking game than O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan's very good from where he was kicking from. He did some really good ones. And he can nail them, and he can nail a kick, but he can also shank one, which we've seen. If you go back a few weeks ago, he had some terrible kicks. But look, I'd rather Critta be in the trenches if it comes down to that, and it usually does come down to that against the Warriors. So that's just what I think. Hopefully, whatever happens on the day, both teams play well, and the Bulldogs give themselves every opportunity, and Bulldogs fans aren't screaming and carrying on. He's an elite baller. He's our captain. He's one of the best defensive players in the game. He's a good communicator as well, and he performs under pressure. Anyway,
and he's got to have Kickow and Burton outside him on the left side. So,
and this article goes for about another little bit, but I'm gonna finish it there. If you want to,
well, that's where you find it, guys. Dogfathermedia.com.au. So that's where you find it.
Put a lot of work into that, guys. So hopefully you enjoy it.
Thank you, MJ. Very good, mate. Very good stuff. We'll keep moving through some of the chats there, guys. Elaine is gutted that it's a Friday versus Storm game next week. Flegger playing Saturday. Maybe time for another sickie break. Yeah, well, look, the Jersey Flegg are playing on Saturday in Melbourne. I think it's about half an hour away. So from Amy Park. So good opportunity to get down there on Friday, then go and watch the game at 2:15 on Saturday, watch CJ, and then come back. No problem there. You've got Sunday to stroll back as well if you need to. But yeah, that'll be good if you can get down there to see both of those games. The Bulldogs Cup team will be playing in Melbourne prior to the Bulldogs game, but not at Amy Park. They'll be playing at the same field, same field as the one at the following day. The Jersey Flag will play it as well. James, did you see that coming from SOS? Probably didn't, but he's earned another crack. I think Michael has just covered that one quite comprehensively. Sick of hearing that he straightens the attack. 100%. It's the favorite line for all the halfbacks to make it look like they know what they're talking about. I only believe in Andrew Johns. The rest can suck on it. Critta is a 6, no-brainer. He's a big-time player. He's our captain. He's a weapon. He finds a way to win. Have we forgotten against the Red V in round 1 and the Manly games in Golden Point? His mere size and presence is menacing. You know what? You'd rather have him in your corner every day of the week. He's a big game player, guys, 100%. SOS played starting half against the Finns, and everyone trashed him. Critta at 6 is our best option. We have, for someone like him touching the ball, best off for someone, yeah. And the more he touches it, the better we are for it, 100%. And now he's going to have Kikau outside him as well, like we said. So it's a different challenge. But again, every time he plays in that position, guys, and it's forget the number 6. I think it's more of a 7. Every time he plays in that position, anyway, he's going to get better and better. And we saw that just from week to week, from one to the other. Looks like someone changed their name to something more fitting.
No, he's already gone, the peasant. See you, peasant.
Oh, this flop is back. Okay. James, did we not see the Titans game? His try assist, he's a threat on their line. Same thing. Seagulls game, he's getting better at 6, and he'll exactly say it. Well done, mate. Yeah, but he hasn't done yet, mate. He hasn't done yet. So
yeah, he can. They
can all do it, but he hasn't done it yet. So I love the article, Mick. It's a good read. There you go.
Thank you, Timmy.
We got to start like how we started last week, and even like against the Raiders to give us a better chance. Wales usually start slow and have scored 2 or 3 tries in the first half. Yeah, look, we're just going to be ready for a game that's going to go the full 80 minutes, guys, the full grind, even 90 minutes potentially. We're just going to be ready for it. So
cannot wait.
And look, I will say that for those big games this year, we have stood up, guys. I will say for those big, except for the Broncos, like for those big games, the Penrith, the Manly, those other games like Melbourne, for those big games for us that we know that are their big tests, we have stood up. So I'm hoping that continues. If we keep them to 0, that'll be brilliant. Yes, not for Serraldo's pocket, but it'll be brilliant all the same. Can we leave Critta alone? His shoulder is gone and he has to do surgery later.
Well, that'll be up to him, my friend.
Critta is a proven match winner. That's fine. Thank you, Timmy. Their attack has gotten substantially better from last year, so we got to be very good defensively. Correct. Let's have a look at the team list, mate. Let's have a look at who's lining up, buddy.
Is there any more chats? Or you got through them all?
That's it, mate. On the ball. And don't forget, guys, jump on there and let us know if you want 2 tickets, or there's a couple more as well. Or if you're still going and you want to gift those to someone else, by all means, jump on there. Just type number 1 and press send, and we'll put you in the draw to win those tickets. So even if you're going, guys, bring someone along. The more the merrier. Even if it's a Wales fan, we'll let you come this time. It's okay.
So my predicted list was right, all except for Montoya, and Cherry came in for him.
Yes.
So that's good. So Tracy, Carraz, Birdo, Tuala, Jethro, Critta, and Galvin up against Tain Tuapiki, Dalamateni, Zalesniak, Ali Luatadia, Adam Pompey, Khan Pereira, Chanel Harris Tavita, who I think is one of the most improved players in the competition, Tamari Martin, who loves playing a game against the Dogs. He loves to play the Dogs. Max King, James Fisher-Harris, Bailey Hayward, Wade Egan close to Origin selection. Leo Thompson, Mitch Barnett, another Origin player, an all-star front row for the Warriors. On the edge, Kirk Capewell, the ever-reliable against his old teammate Williami Kikau, Jacob Preston, Jacob Labin, the big boy. I think, that's going to be a great battle either side there. Aaron Clark, who is probably, look, when he played, he was a player that I said at the Titans was one of their best. He always asks questions. He runs hard. He engages the line. He can throw a ball. One of the best players in their team and getting a lot of raps deservedly. And Jamin Salmon, who I think is in his best career form at the moment. And his stats in recent games will allude to that, although it's not all about the stats. I named Sean O'Sullivan at 14 on the advice, the assumption that Kurt Mann would not be playing. Sam Healy, one that scored a try against us off a little chip last year when the Warriors didn't look like scoring a point in that game in the wet last year. Josh Curran, who's done an amazing job in recent weeks and is fit and firing. Tanner Stowers-Smith is a very good, hard-working, hard to stop, good leg speed, keeps the legs pumping, very good player. Come through their system, and Dimitri Vamalga has played a lot more minutes than I thought he would have this year, and is another one that is just seemingly is going to have a very good career. Harry Hayes, these guys know they're up against it this week, and they're gonna grit the teeth. I think their bench is their strength. Lika Halasima. Remember his debut in that match we won by 1 point where Salmon stopped their field goal and I think it was Birdo's second one off the post in Golden Point in 6 successive weeks, which ended the Warriors season. But his debut and the try he nearly scored was something to behold, if you can remember that, Lika Halasima. Don't know much. Obviously, Murata Niokore, thought he would have played a much bigger role in their season this year. They haven't needed him, which tells you how good they're going. Charles Nickel Clodstad, Luke Metcalf, and Rocco Berry, just to show you how much depth they've got. Apart from their halves being injured, the experience and depth they've got in their side is premiership quality, and they should be respected in that conversation. And I think they are. I think the NRL world can see Warriors going closer than they've ever gone before to winning a comp this year. And I don't normally wrap teams as big as that without them earning it. So Lipoi Hotboy, he nice little cameo last week, had his best game I felt was against the Titans. Jed Reardon comes in as the cover for as the outside back cover, but could also cover in another role if required. He had quite a good game in the loss to West, ran some really tough lines and copped a lot of attention. And Gordon Chan Kum Tong is there, and I think he will be. I think the way they line up there is how they will line up on game day. I do believe AJ, Jack, and Bronson will play New South Wales Cup.
Well, to give you an example, they are the only three of the team that have been named in the New South Wales Cup from our squad. So that usually is a giveaway, guys. If you see them named in both teams, usually, and especially this game is going to be played a few hours earlier at Belmore. So they will be, or wherever they're playing, at Belmore. So yeah, that will be what's happening for them. So unless someone gets injured late in the week or something changes, those three will be playing at Belmore in the game in the New South Wales Cup team. So
beautiful. Head to head, as we said, nothing between these sides. The Dogs 21 wins, Warriors 19, drawn 2. We've beat them the last 2 times, 32-14, 34-18. Form guide, they had a 20-12 win against the Dragons, a big win over West. They lost in a close one versus the Dolphin. They smashed the Cowboys and lost a close one against the Sharks. So 2 losses by 2 points. Dogs, 4 wins in that time, close wins over the Seagulls, the Eels, but essentially smashing the Titans and the Tigers. And we're on track. We probably felt they were going to smash the Raiders as well until that Xavier Savage debacle. 8 of 17 versus 12. Obviously our attack, we've now moved up another position in attack. I think we're 15th in attack at the moment, and we're only 5 points less than the Bronco. But we're 6th in defence, so we've got the 6th best defence in the comp at the moment, which is a good achievement considering where we've come from. Completion rate needs to improve. Warriors best in the comp. We're in the second half of the field. Our efficiency, though, much higher than it's ever been. And, but look at this. They're scoring 28 points, conceding 16. That's elite over a season. Average play the ball, 3.47 for the Dogs, 3.6 for the Warrior, which is an interesting stat. So there you go. I've got some more stats to share if you've got any other chats there to look at or anything you want to add about the game, Gas.
No, look, it's generally been very competitive. I mean, even before those 2 games, there was a golden point game in 2024 as well. So they always have a good contest against us. But this is, look, like I said a few weeks ago, 3 home games in a row after the bye. If we'd won 2 of them, everyone would have thought that's, good position. Everyone was expecting Canberra and the Tigers wins. However, if we end up beating the Wars, still be the 2 out of 3. I still think it's a pass mark for those 3 games, irrespective of, like Michael said, the debacle of Canberra. We'll pin that on Sutton and leave it and move on. But yeah, it still gives us a good run into a Storm and Rooster showdown after that as well. So 32 at the moment looks like the number, but for and against is against us. So it means we can. We need to win most of our games, and it starts again this week, guys. This is a game where, for us, we need to show that what we've been learning over the last sort of 6 or 7 weeks, we got to keep putting in place. When we played Manly, guys, they were coming 3rd off memory. Penrith, we were the only ones to beat them up until that point, and they didn't lose another game for a while. So we can lift when we have to. We need to do it again this week, and there is going to be a big crowd. It's a big occasion, and generally we have done well in those big games, big crowds. So we've got one of the best teams, except for Satilli, we've got one of the best teams we can actually name out there. So, and for Kickout to be starting hopefully directly now, he's had that half a game run, 60 minutes, 50 minutes, he's ready to go now. This is the team that we need to basically hopefully keep until the end of the year and bring in Satilli, and then off we go. It gives us a good crack at controlling our own destiny, and making the finals is a great thing for us if we can do it. And then we just hit the reset button and start again when we get in there.
That's it.
But at the moment, it's every game is do or die, and that's how the team have been playing. We'll allow them a slip up after the bye, but the defense now is the key. Keep the Warriors to as minimal as possible, but our game that we've been playing with all those offloads and everything, the Warriors know that they've got a team that can control that kind of play as well, so they'll know what we're going to be trying to do. Tigers struggle to defend it. Titans obviously struggle, but we know that the Warriors are up for it. They've got players. They've got a lot of patience the way they've been playing. So they're a very, very, very well-balanced team across the park. It's not going to be a game that you can just, hit and run and just think that you're going to smash them. They'll keep coming at you no matter what. So
they ask questions,
always,
and they have people who finish things off. So they're a very good team.
You've got Metcalf on the bench, guys, to show you how. And he was their superstar last year. He's the one that got them in the top 4, and they only fell out of the top 4 when he got injured. So
what I'll say about Metcalf is he had an ACL. Anyone with an ACL does not come back for properly. It takes them time. I believe half a season at least to come back properly from an ACL. They just don't. So I was a bit surprised that he sort of
Fell out of form, like fell out of flavour so fast.
yeah, and it was great for their club that the little blondie started playing well. But as soon as it was sort of like, okay, we'll let Metcalf go, the other guy got his injury. It's like
Yeah.
I actually said it, like you're only 5 seconds away from an ACL yourself, But anyway, we've got a segment here. It's Dave's Deep Dive. We've even got a little video. I haven't got sound on it yet, but it only goes for 8 seconds, so check it out. Dave's Deep Dive. D's Stat of the Week. Brought to you by the Cupcake Parlour in Brisbane. Brisbane's best cupcakes. All right, so let's get these out here. There's actually a couple of good stats, but that we'll put up first. Josh Curran's never lost in a Warriors versus Bulldogs match as a Bulldog or a Warrior. And in 5 matches, he's won 3. He won 3 for New Zealand against the Bulldogs and 2 for the Bulldogs against the Warriors. He's our lucky trump card. And in fact, Critta, Salmon and Hayward have never lost in 3 matches playing against the Warriors while playing for the Bulldogs. Every time the Bulldogs have scored 30 points or more to win a game this year, they've lost the following week, which is a bad stat. Of the Warriors' 12 wins, 9 of those Warriors wins this year have been by 18 points or more. And the other 3 have been by 8 points or less. After beating the Dragons in New Zealand, the Warriors now have 2 consecutive away games. In their 3 attempts this season, the Warriors have not been able to win consecutive away games. The Warriors have scored over 20 points in 14 of their 17 matches. And that's in 2026. The Warriors have not beaten the Bulldogs at Accor Stadium since 2023. And of the Warriors' 12 wins, 9 of those Warriors wins this year have been by 18 points. Oh, okay, I already said that. We've put that in through twice. Both Warriors wingers have scored better than a try a game in 2026. DWZ has 17 from 16 matches, and Khan Pereira has 12 from 10. What's going on there, Gas?
All right, continue, mate. Continue.
Having beaten Penrith, who were top of at the time, and Manly, who were third when we beat them, and now the Warriors are second. So it would be the first time that we have beaten the top 3 teams on the ladder at the time of playing them since 2012.
Wow.
So being first, second, and third in a season when they were either first, second, or third.
And that's a grand final year.
That's it. So lots of good stats there that you're not going to find anywhere else. So that's pretty bloody dang good. So thank you, Dave. Dave's deep dive in his stat of the week.
Good job, buddy.
Very good job, mate. And we might actually get Dave to come on and do these. Well, no, he's watching. He'll come on.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we might actually try and get Dave to come on and just do his little stats of the week because it'll flow a lot better coming from him. And that just gives you another beautiful face to look at as well. Should we talk about who's coming up next week, Gas? We've got a special guest that will
we can
promote
announce
a
that
fair
now.
bit, I think.
Guys, we've been able to get a very good friend of mine who comes to all the Bulldogs games at the stadium and a few of the away games. Our mate Brave Dog is going to be making an appearance next Tuesday night, guys. So he'll be coming as himself, not as Brave Dog. So you'll get to see him as Alf. So you'll get to see him in the flesh as he is, and he'll be telling his story and he does a lot of amazing things. Brave Dog is also like something he does also for a lot of the mental health and everything else. So you'll find him very interesting to listen to. He's got a lot of good insight into the things he looks at but I won't give it too much away. But very exciting, very passionate bulldog guy. Always comes and stands nearby in the kennel. And is very, very passionate and does his shadow boxing when there's a try and all that stuff. It's just awesome. And he's the guy that starts off all those big chance guys. Once he gets going with the chance guys, everyone follows in the stadium there. So he's really good. Great value. So Brave Dog will be on there. Michael will promote that through the week to get some people who want to come and by all means, if you've got any questions for him as well next week, for the time that he's on there, throw those out when you are on there next week, and we can answer. He can answer those for you as well. Beautiful. So let's have a look at a few of those chats now. Dave was asking which platform was the best to donate. So I've already responded to him on the chat there. PayID is best. It gives us the fullest value, so YouTube don't get the other half.
I'll send you a message, Dave, on I'll send you a message of my phone number, mate.
Yep, Maddie saying if we don't, it doesn't matter who our halves are. If our forwards don't stand up this week, Curry's in great form and should be up for a big one against his old club. That's right.
Yeah, that's very true, Matt. Very true.
Yes, Warriors too much like the Panthers. Doggies 32-16. There you go.
That's it.
I don't know.
We can win this game, people. We can win this game.
That's 16 too many for me, but okay. We're still missing Satilli on the bench. He would have fought fire with fire. Yeah, he's been in great form. Can't wait for him to come back, and hopefully he gets back into that form he had before he got injured. Within a week or two after that. No worries.
Look,
baby.
and I look ahead a little bit to next year. AJ, Finalatu hitting their straps coming off the bench. Good times, baby.
Teddy, the Waz bench is pretty stacked, to be honest. Some of the best young talent in the NRL at the moment. Waz going to find it hard to keep them all down the track. Yeah, all the teams that improve, and when you get to the top like that, their value increases and it becomes harder. And irrespective if the salary cap is going up, it's going up for everyone. So it makes it harder to do across the board.
I'm about to do the what's his name? The fellow moved to Barnaby Joyce and tell me dog to shut up in a minute. Shut up!
Waz actually don't do well in the wet, so hopefully it rains, which at the moment is not happening. Thanks, Mike. So everyone start doing the rain dance, because we have actually played well in the rain this year.
Kick out starting, mate. He's starting.
He'll be there.
Don't you worry about that. Unless he looked like he might have got a little groin injury in the game.
Yeah, he did the splits. He did the splits.
He did the splits.
Yeah, he did the splits, but he should be okay.
Well, hopefully.
Should be okay. Well, if he's in the team, he wouldn't be in the team if he wasn't okay. So they wouldn't put him in the squad anyway.
True.
And he said he has to just follow up on his Pilates as well. His comment was. Adam G, thank God it's not Sutton or Smith. Yeah, that's right,
Hopefully
Brian.
Just lets it go for both sides.
That's it. Carraz offloads are crucial in this game and every game for us. So that's good.
What I'll be hoping for, and Waz are smart, his coach is smart enough, is to expect offloads from players like Hayes, Rinakama, Tuala, players that normally they're probably expecting it from elsewhere to come through other means. Will help us immensely.
So if we win this week, book your grand final tickets. There you go. Mike Call in the house. There you go.
There you go.
I remember the time he ate an eel. Is that the Brave Dog? There you go. And this one will be answered next week by Brave Dog himself. Is he Scottish? You can find out soon, guys. Come back next Tuesday.
Brave Dog's a character, guys. He's a character.
That's it. He's got a great persona. No matter how much teams try to stop Krasov, it just can't be done. He had 6 in the first half, guys. 6 in the first half. Seriously.
I agree, though, that the one that went back pear-shaped was... That's the thing, though. You're going to get one that doesn't hit the mark. That's it. No risk, no reward.
Yep.
That's it.
Mike Cool. Guess I'm like you. Less points conceded, the better. Would rather win 12-0 than 30-12. Yeah, mate. I agree. I don't like that's why the other day I was just screaming for the 0-0-0. Big donut, the donut.
Coffee cart time. Coffee cart.
And the coffee cart came out yesterday, guys, on the Monday. So Ciro was true to his word. All of the Bulldogs team, not just the players, they're the whole, everyone in the club, the administrators, everyone came out and enjoyed the coffee cart as well. So Ciro was true to his word and looked after everyone. So, yeah, and that's why my banner's got a brick wall, guys. Defense, defense, defense. Seraldo knows it. He loves it. Don't break defense is Seraldo's comment, guys. He gave that to me.
Yeah,
So that's what
it.
the Bulldogs call it in their four walls. Don't break defense. That's what he told me. So, yeah, we all just want that as well, mate. 1 point, 2 points, 30 points. We just want to win. That's it. The 2 points are the most important thing. The 2 points are the most important. But, you know, when you've got the other team at 0 at the end of the game, you want to keep it that way. It just feels better as well. Timmy, we will win 1 to 12. I would like to be more. Yeah, that would be nice, mate, to work on some for and against. Can Brisbane just get lost? They're getting on my nerves. Oh, they've only won one game out of the last 8, so it's all right.
I was so angry, though, at that win. It really pissed me off.
Yeah.
So I see where you're coming from, Amir.
They're still 4 points behind us, but I know they've got
Todd
one more bye.
Todd helped them.
That's all right.
The little Toddy had helped them win.
Yeah. Dogfather, some of those people coming at you on your Dogfather page today, bro, was rubbish, especially that couch potato who was having a go at Rinakama all week.
Yeah, I think he was the one who's come on here.
Yeah.
We've just said, see you later, peasant. Whatever else he called himself.
Last time we defended team to a 0, 2 consecutive weeks for the first time in our history. Time to do it this time.
Let's do it. We can do it.
And look who's in the house, Mr. Vietnam himself. Andy, welcome, buddy. How's your holiday going, mate? Some of those photos you've been sharing look awesome. A lot of culture there. Looks very good and very affordable, guys, according to Andy. If anybody wants to go out to Vietnam for a holiday, very affordable and very safe, he said as well. So very nice. It's definitely on the bucket list.
Actually, Timmy, I'm going to give you this segment every week, mate. You need to, your homework, if you're up for it, is to come up with the teams that give us the best chance to make the finals each week. That gives us the best chance to finish as high as we can.
Timmy,
and you're 100% right.
Timmy, I don't do the tipping anymore, like, you know, even the ones in the work or whatever. But whenever I used to do it, I didn't pick anything else except what's going to help the Bulldogs go up the ladder.
That's it.
That's how I did my tips. Always, I didn't care if I was picking, for example, Dragons against Penrith. Whatever helped the Bulldogs go up the ladder was what I was picking. That's how I did my tips. And the ones that I didn't care about, those ones that let you do the whole, I used to go in there and do the whole season from the start and then never look at it. Because I don't like watching a game and going, oh, but I tipped that team. No, I want to watch a game and enjoy it. That's what I do now. That's why I don't tip. And I've definitely stopped fantasy because that used to consume the crap out of me.
What are the Wars' weaknesses? Andy, the Wars' weaknesses isn't the same. Like when people speak about their team from historically, it's not the same anymore. They're a different side and they have been for many years now, especially under Andrew Webster. Their weaknesses are similar to Penrith, that you have to frustrate their halves. You have to target their spine members. You have to
take their time away.
You have to take their time away and make sure that you control their forward pack. You have to contain their offloads. You have to force them into wanting to try things that they normally don't worry about. They normally they're playing the same sort of game, man. It's about perfect. They're trying to be perfect in what they do every day and every week. They're trying to be better and better, and they've succeeded at that. So their weaknesses is how do we pressure the hell out of them and maintain that over long periods of time in the game? And that's going to take us a long way. And then executing what we need to do and showing good intent with the game that we love to play is also going to bring out their weaknesses. But as Gas said, they're going to be ready for the guys that they've got. Just like big game teams like Penrith, they know when a team's where its assets are, and they'll go out there and target it, knowing that at some point they're going to have to scramble and do whatever else. But they will go out there and and the best form of defense is attack. The way they go about it, and that's exactly what we've got to do. What they'll be trying to do is when we get extra numbers into the tackle to try and drive them back and stuff, they will be looking for late offloads. They will look for times where they can take opportunities. They're not just going to sit there like they did last year in the wet and just let us dictate the game. The whole pace of the game to them, we dictated from start to finish. They're not going to let us do that this time. So it's set up for a cracking contest.
There you go, Andy. You heard it first, mate. The Raiders versus Broncos will end their season potentially.
Or both of their seasons.
Yep.
Winner takes all. Loser.
We faced the
loses.
Storm and the Rabbits, and they both got injuries. That's right, mate. We got them. Sorry for the question been answered. No, it's all good, Andy. We're happy to look after you, buddy.
We love you, Andy.
Teams we need to lose this week is Melbourne beating the Bunnies.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't be so much worried about that game if it goes the other way as well, because I still feel like the Bunnies are, have got another tough run as well. So pushing Melbourne down as well is not a bad thing. Broncos beating Cowboys. That's a
Gas. Bunnies need to lose. They're the
right,
closest. Someone's got to come out of the 8.
They will, mate. There's 7 games. If it was 2 games to go, I understand, but there's 7 games to go. I'm just tell you, I'd rather have Melbourne out of the way as well. And Bunny, both those teams are decimated through injury. It's going to be a tough one, and it's played at Bunny's Accor on Friday. So I
think Bunnies will beat Melbourne. I think that Bunnies will be favourite to beat Melbourne on even with all their issues. The Storm are to me just not where they were. But they're still dangerous, obviously, and they're going to have moments. They're going to have some wins. But
they didn't have anyone last week, and they almost got the Roosters as well. So
there you go. So they're playing a game they're playing a simplified game to stay in it and get their win at some point. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that Souths are in front of us, and Melbourne are.
I've looked at the draw, and there's a lot of teams that Souths will lose to following up that, and also we play them as well. That's what I'm looking at as well. So
I normally go for Souths to beat Melbourne every day of the week, but no, I want Souths to keep losing.
That's
sorry,
all right.
Souths. Sorry, MG.
No, I'm not worried about that. And don't forget the Storm have still got a bye. That's why. So they're on the same wins as us. They're both on 8, and the Rabbitohs are on 9. So if we beat the Rabbitohs, we catch them anyway. So push Melbourne down because they've got to be coming up as well. But anyway, either way, that game can go either way. So that's all right.
We just got to beat both of them.
Adam Pompey has been observed to have a few flaws in his game.
Yeah,
on their day, look, they've all got strengths and weaknesses, and if you have an off day, sometimes you have an off day. So we need to bring that out of every player that we can.
But Pompey has been in that system and continued to improve for a long time. This is what I mean. They've got the experience and connection and cohesion in their squad, and that takes you a long way in rugby league. The fact that we've been able to manufacture that from so many people, from so many different teams, is a huge credit to our coach and the coaching staff. And that's why I always support them, because they've done unbelievably well against every single trend in this competition. Cohesion is points in the bank. Experience is points in the bank.
Warriors and Dogs have a similar game plan, and they've also got similar defensive structure as well. Both of the coaches have come from the Penrith system, Seraldo system. So,
Curran said it.
Yep,
they defend the same way. He come to the team and he was like, "Oh, this works,"
Yes, there you go. Do you think their forward pack is more mobile than ours this year? Do they shift the ball like Penrith? To be honest, I haven't been watching the Warriors as much this year.
They can play up and down. They can shift. They too play structured, but some of the tries they've scored are phenomenal. They've got a good highlights package this year, and they've also got raw power, which makes your guys have to worry about where they are and what they're doing, and that makes their other players look good. It's very similar. And they're effectively doing that.
And their
28
wingers-
points a game.
Mm.
They're doing it both sides of the ball, guys. This is a tough game for us.
Their wingers, when they get anywhere near the try line, can reach out with one hand and do a dive from 5 or 6 meters out and still get that ball down. They're crazy, especially
Well,
DW. Yeah.
Well, DWZ, but
The
Cam
speed,
Pereira is
yeah.
like the second
speed
fastest
is
player in the
crazy.
comp.
It's crazy
Yeah.
speed there. Definitely one player I would love to have in our team. So, week after that, we need the Roosters beating the Cowboys, us beating Melbourne, and hopefully by a lot. Yeah, so there's a bit of an advantage. So the Storm are on the same wins as us as well, but they've got an 80-point better for and against, and they've got to buy up their sleeve. That's why. So us beating them will definitely improve that. If we beat them by 40, that makes it even, guys. We go up by 40, they go down.
Let's just do this every week. We'll just do the who do we need to win this week? We won't worry about the future. We'll just do it who do we need to win this week? All right, guys?
Okay. Brian, agree Pompey has a big problem in defense. Kicks, Critta, and Berto can exploit that. That's it.
That's it, Brian.
High octane game we need from our guys. High octane, but also we can't go a bit crazy all the time. Once we've got control of the game, we need to be smart about it as well. We just can't keep pushing the buttons as well, like we've done a few times lately. And if anyone watched the other day, everyone was raving about the great start the Cowboys had against the Dolphins. They were looking good, and Reid Marnie was doing well. And then just before halftime, he threw a very, very silly pass. If anyone saw that, turned the ball over. Dolphins scored, and the game never came back to them. Never came back to them, guys. So I enjoyed watching that. Trust me. I'm surprised Hughes named this week for the Storm. Well, he's supposed to be out for a few weeks, but he's not as bad as
Munster's out for a week.
Munster. Yeah, so Munster's out for 4 to 6 weeks. So he was always going to be a challenge to get back in.
Warbrick's gone.
Spot on, Mick. Warriors' weakness is bustling them and frustrating them with up in their face defense. That's what the Red V did well. Cut down their time to get the ball out wide. Yep. But yeah, big for us also is Warriors have been playing from in front and controlling the games. We need to flip the coin and put it on them and get out to a lead and then frustrate them the other way as well. Which is what we did against the Tigers last week. They just didn't have anything. Once we got that lead up, they just didn't have anything. They did that to us a few times the last 2 years. They've got a lead against us and just kept nagging away. And every time we got close, they'd score that one crappy try just to keep their nose in front. And they should have had 3 or 4 disallowed tries in that last game. It was pathetic. Easy, gents. We beat the Storm, Rabbits, and Broncos, and they're done. Let's hope so. Can't they all just lose? That's it. There's a lot of twists and turns, guys. I've done it for the whole season. There's a lot of twists and turns. It's 32 points still could get the job done. So at the moment, we're still sitting on perfect score, 36. So 32 could still get the job done, and it has for the last 30 have done the job for the last 4 years as a minimum. Sharks play the Bunnies next week. So if we win this week and next week we can jump them. If they lose, but we got to keep holding on and keep going there. So it's all about where we are in round 27. So 3 of the 7 games are against the current top 3 teams. That's all right. It's good lead up to the finals. That's how I see it. Thank you, Matt. I will be organising a few Bulldogs training shorts from Bali when I get back there, so you guys can hand them out as gifts for prizes on the show. There you go. Thanks.
Thank you, Andy. That'll be beautiful, mate.
Both the defence are at their best. We need to win it. We need to win it 1-0
in extra time.
Maybe take the early one, mate.
Penalty shootout, maybe.
Mate, even if it's like the England and France game, mate, it's not bad. 6-4, so that's all right. Their fullback is keeping RTS and Chance out of the side. I think RTS was out for the season, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's out of the season, mate.
Yeah.
But and he's barely played fullback.
But Tane Tuapicki's a great player as well. So
very good player.
He's like that sort of Kaya Weeks and Kinney, that kind of mould, and also Fayalongo. So
and getting tougher and tougher, and a player they've wanted to be their fullback for years, as in the fans, and now he's getting that experience every week.
Round 23, Storm have to beat Manly, but they'll be a win behind us. Long way to go for that, mate. Let's worry about round 21 first. Mike? Final run home reminds you of 24 when we played the finals footy after beating everyone around us on the ladder.
Well, that's what
right.
we talked. That's what we talked about, Mike. It was like every
Mm.
single game was like a grand final for who we were playing as well. Like
Because we had a bad start to the year.
we were ending people's seasons and stuff like that.
Yep.
But yeah, I think we're in a little bit better position on the ladder at the time. At this point, I think we're a little bit higher.
Yeah.
And just in the positive, but and probably had as far as the quality of sides, probably had an easier run home.
And then we lost the last two before we got into the finals as well.
We did, but we rested players.
That's right.
And
that's right.
We had injured players and stuff. And, you know, we debuted Jonathan Sewer and that. And what was the other guy? I loved him, but he retired after that. He didn't stop playing. Left the club and didn't go anywhere else. From the Greater Northern Tigers. Forgot his name. Really loved him as a centre. Anyway.
Panthers might also rest some players when we play them in the second last round. That's right.
Yeah.
So that's consistent there. That's what they've done in the past. So if they continue to do that, then we'll see what happens there.
All right, guys. So thank you. We've caught up. Great job, Gas. And we've stayed on top of it tonight. It's been a very good episode so far. And thank you, everyone who's taken part. You can win a signed jersey with your contributions. Thanks to everyone who's put money in to pay ID. Really appreciated. And if you continue to contribute, you get more tickets in that draw. That's much appreciated. Yeah, Eli Clark, thank you very much, Mike. But what you can see on the screen there is, look, I've put this design together. I've sent messages to the club that I would love to be able to buy a legend series of images and stuff on, whether it be shirts or jerseys or hoodies or whatever. So I thought I'd just have a crack and have a look at it. I really love the way this has turned out. It's already had a couple of sales, so if anyone wanted to purchase this, let us know. I'm still getting it all set up properly, but I've actually got one coming, which I probably will put up as a prize, just to see how it looks and feels and stuff like that. So don't go rushing into it, but this is the sort of stuff that I'm going to probably do. We've got Bulldog 432. It's got the games he played as a player and how many games he's coached as well, and also his rep career stats there. I've called it the Dogfather Legend series. Probably won't continue using the actual Bulldogs logos in this stuff though, because I just think I'll do it for now. But if it starts selling a lot or whatever, I'll probably remove those from the images just out of respect or whatever, because it's, and whatever I do make from these guys, 10% of profits I'm going to donate straight back to the club every time I buy merch from the club. I'll do a donation which will be 10% of what comes through, which is what I've always done. But I'm not looking to make money out of these guys. This is just options for people if they're interested in anything like that, because I am myself. If you're not, that's fine. But as I said, I already had a few sales, which is awesome. And I've enjoyed trying to come up with ideas like this. I'll just show you I've only got 4 designs at the moment, and I'll just show them quickly.
Can you make them a bit bigger on there, on that screen? Can you zoom that in a bit?
Is that making it bigger at all?
Yeah, a little bit. That's it. Just roll it up a bit.
Oh, there's a girl wearing it. Sorry. Is that bigger?
That's good, mate. That's good. There you go, guys. That's a good image there. Good.
Just got him coaching, holding the premiership flag. It's a little bit AI regeneration there, but I love it. I'm very happy with that. I'll click back on there, see what that does. And what else we got? We've got Satili Tupanua.
Tilly.
So we called it the Dogfather 2026 Elite Series. It's not scrolling down for me, which is so annoying. Hopefully that'll... Oh, there you go. Sorry, guys. It's just a little bit crazy. This is the product page, like me setting it all up.
Leave it like that. That's it. We can see it. Stop. Don't touch it.
871. Tough, relentless bulldog, elite defender, powerful ball carrier, workhorse in the pack, team first mentality. He's in the second row, although he's been playing middle off the bench for us. I think that looks pretty cool.
Looks mean. Looks mean.
I like it, and I'll have one for myself.
All his family will get those. Come on.
I'd like to give them away. These come in different colours. I'll probably I don't like the patch on the color. I'll see if I can remove the background if it looks all right. But if you buy it like that, that's how it's going to come. So, and then we've got Jacob Carraz, the second elite series I've done. Elite offloader, explosive finisher, clinical and attack, speed and agility, big game performer, tough, relentless bulldog, number 830. And there you go. And it's got the little new little logo there. Dogfather Media, All Things Bulldogs. And I've got the new one on the other sleeve as well. So if that's something you're interested in, let us know, guys, and I'll direct you around that. As I said, a couple of you have already bought some. And I sort of just showed the cartel members, which was that's what happens when you're in the cartel. We sort of just our little sort of VIP group. not to be sorry. It's just something you've got to have a perk, right? And it's hard to give everyone extra perks. And I know a lot of people have said, like, we're just contributing because we love what you do and we just want to help. But we also want to make sure that you get something a little bit extra as well if we can. You know what I mean? But we're a big family and a big community. Brian's going to get us a Tilly shirt, and Timmy would love a folksy shirt. So there you go, guys. I'll probably do a Terry Lamb and a Steve Mortimer and even go further.
And they're very well priced as well, guys. Just so you know, from in the world of shirts these days, they're very well priced.
Well, that's something. It's it says it's US dollars, but then when it was paid for, it was paying in Australian. So yeah, I had to do. Anyway, whatever. If anything happens, we can always fix it later. But it's you're looking at about $50 with postage, and you get about $5 or $10 out of that. So it's good. I'm enjoying it, and
well done, mate.
Obviously I want to be. I want to be humble about it, It's and I've also done another one for our little friend that I won't show you that one yet, but I'm gonna send that to one of the young. We got the Dogfather Elite Pups.
There you go.
So for the Pathways kids. So I'll do a couple of them and send them out as well. They'll just be to some of the kids out there for their families.
Good job, mate. Let's have a look at a few of the comments. Mike is also saying they probably rest a few players every week if they win the next few games. Yeah, Penrith will start doing that. They'll rest a couple, and then sometimes even like last year, what they do, they dump the whole team and only left a couple out there against us. I think this year we might need 13 wins. Last year, 8 Spot had 13s, and look, our form is going to be controlling that. So we're minus 70 at the moment. Last week, like against Canberra, really hurt, but 32, knocking 32 off was good. But we need to keep every week we win. We need to keep putting a few points on, just to control our destiny as well. G'day, Pete Weber. Welcome.
Hey, Petey.
Just fast tracked the cast and had some great comments from the host and audience. Go the doggies. Yeah, thanks, Pete. Pete looks after the All Things Bulldogs Facebook page. Does a great job keeping everything informative on there. Thanks. We'll be at the game on Saturday. Thank you, Timmy. A reminder whose signatures are on the jersey. Are you talking about the winning jersey? That's all the first grade team for this year.
The whole team.
If that's what
and
you're
their numbers.
And their their team, like the number that they are. So 8:30, like Carraz, whatever it is. We need to finish on 34. Yep, that's right. So we need to keep piling on the points. Mike's predicting 28-12 this week. 28-16 for Timmy. 32-10 for Mike. Dogs 34-12. There you go. Would love to get a folksy shirt. Yep. Tee it up, mate. Tee it up. Going to get me a Satilli shirt. Well done. Awesome. I'm sure they do all the sizes. They look amazing. I've seen them the other day. All three fantastic. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Love the designs. And a CJ shirt. There you go.
Yeah, I've definitely done one, and that's been sent to CJ and Elaine.
And guys, just announcing as well the winner of the tickets tonight. All right, I'll do a drum roll. I'll announce it. It's
Oh, you're doing it yourself, are you?
it's gonna it's already decided, mate. It's already done.
Well, we're not going to see it.
No, the winner is Elaine, guys. Elaine is the winner. She gets the 2 tickets. There you go, guys. Congratulations, Elaine. Everybody had a chance to say if they wanted to come. She was the only one that said she was coming, so she's the automatic. But we still have another 6 tickets, guys. If anybody wants to come, we've got another 6 tickets to the game this week. Let us know, and we can set that up. But for these 2, Elaine, if you're still on, reach out to me, send me a message, and I'll send those across to you. No problem at all. Well done. What were the voting numbers? 1 and 2. Yes, one if you want to go, 2 if you can't make it. But we still got 6 more, guys, if anybody else wants to come. Mick, what's your prediction? Mike is asking.
I think the Bulldogs can win this match by 19 points to 10.
19-10. There you go, guys. Congratulations. Okay, yep. Defensive
Field goal.
game. Dogs 12 and was 8, says Andy. We'll need to catch up with the game, Elaine. Yep. All good. No, we still got tickets. If you want, Brian, if you want 2 tickets, mate, we can organise that for you as well. We've got
Anthony's got 6 extras, mate. So
Anthony's jumped in today with a few. These ones are courtesy of the Bulldogs, but we've also got 6 from Anthony. So if you need any, let us know. Mick's prediction last week from memory was 19-18. Is that right, Mick? Against the Tigers?
It might have been.
That's all right.
Oh,
all I hear is 2 points. I hear 2 points, guys. 2 points. I hear 2 points. That's all I'm hearing. That's it. That's it, guys. So
I'm just sending cartel members photos of what's in there, or potentially what's in their packs. Some things are a little bit different.
Yep.
Based on availability and whatever else. Sound like I'm a bloody entrepreneur.
Brian, if you need some tickets, just message me, mate. We'll sort something out.
And Anthony's actually be on the chat soon when I add him, and he's got 6 spare tickets, guys. So
there you go.
Haven't seen James tonight. Hope you're all watching, James, and good to hear from you when we can.
Yep.
He's usually always watching.
Cooper Toys returning from injury, says Tommy the man. G'day, Tommy.
Yeah, he is. He's on the reserves bench, and I've actually got him there scrolling down the bottom of the screen, guys. So it's actually going through Jersey Flag right now. Alvin Chongnee, Marcellus, Mailer, Latrell Thing. Joey Tealpa's gone to halfback in New South Wales Cup, which is fantastic. Kaylin Patterson, Tristan Burns, Lincoln Cliff, Chase Patterson, Jaden Smith. Smith got the double on the weekend. Bailey Myers, who was our under-21s Jersey Flag Player of the Year last year. Chinadu Uday from the 14. Mace Andrew, named after Willie Mason. Lachlan Mifsud and Sasefu Finau, who played in our trial against the Cowboys. Very good up-and-comer. And there you go. Cooper Toy is there on the reserves bench making his return.
The other big in, guys, there is a player that was promised some more first grade this year that's back in the Cup, and that's Jake Turpin, guys, starting at hooker in New South Wales Cup. So he's also back from a bicep as well, guys. So similar to Kickow. So he's come
could
back
be
a
a
week
very
later.
handy player should we get an injury to Bailey or an injury to Gordon or
Correct.
whatever happens. He could be very important in our run home.
And here's an interesting one here, guys. So the Bulldogs last week at the game, they announced for every missed kick conversion, there would be a zinger burger of some sort from KFC. Well, we didn't even give them a chance to kick any conversions, guys. So it was a great promotion.
Everyone at the ground got a zinger burger from KFC.
No
It's
one
funny.
got nothing.
Or every missed goal. Everyone at the ground. Oh, for every missed goal, they didn't score a point.
They didn't score a point. So that's it. So, yeah, hopefully. No, Timmy, were you after the burger, were you, mate? It's all right. Well, hopefully no one gets another burger. That'll be a good news for the Bulldogs. But hopefully it's because they didn't score any points, not missed none of their goals. So, all good. Thank you all for a good night. And
Just looking forward to a few zingers.
yeah. That's right, mate. Defense. We'll keep them down, mate.
Would you keep Burton as goal kicker? Well, look, he hit him pretty bloody well. I just think goal kicking is just one of those things. They work that out between themselves.
Critta kicked his last few pretty well as well. So there might be a shootout during the week, guys, that we don't know about. Who knows? You know, Critta might have said, you know what, just to give me a bit of a break, you continue kicking, mate. You're striking them well. You continue going.
You might say
You
that.
know, you never know. So let's see, guys. Let's hope it's a problem that we have to worry about during the game a lot, you know. But at least we know we've got two guys kicking the ball really well at the moment.
That's it.
They didn't miss much, but they didn't get any either. So they should still give them out.
Good idea.
Yeah, there you go, mate. There you go.
All right, people. Well, another great night, everyone. Thank you for. We've had a lot of people on tonight, continually watching and sharing the love for the dogs. A couple of people come along that we haven't seen before and poked their nose in, said a few good things, some not so good.
And don't forget, guys, this jersey is being given away next week. So if you're not in the draw yet, it's not too late. And if you are in the draw, you can still increase your share of tickets to win this fully signed Bulldog jersey, 2026 jersey, so that you can put it in a frame and do whatever you want with it. It'd be an awesome addition to your shed that you might have, your women's cave, man cave, whatever cave you've got, guys.
And that's it. So if people want to, if you're watching this later on and obviously not on the live, you can do super thanks on it as well. And, just reach out. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. And, we can get you a ticket in the draw. We'll count them all up. There has been a couple of super thanks that have come through afterwards as well. And there's members also. One of the reasons we started giving automatic tickets for Dogfather members and above was there's people who can't get to the lives that still support. So they'd love to be a part of those draws. So that's why we gave it as an extra perk. All right.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
All that support, guys, helps. You can see how much stuff Michael does to keep this whole thing going. And now we're doing it pretty much twice a week. So it all takes a bit of expense on his side to get it all up and running. I work for love, but that's more than enough for me. So that's keep that generous support going, guys. It all helps as well.
Well, there's a few little perks, but there's a few little perks there. But
that's all right, guys.
But it goes both ways, people. I do want to show you something though. Is that showing up on the screen? Just quickly, we are going to go very shortly, guys. But just going to show you just what the merch is like. So we've got that's our little show bag. It's a blue or a white one. We've got some people will get a sign like that. Others will actually get like a canvas We've got pens. We've got little magnets. Oh, that's a nice little magnet. Me and Gas playing guitar. Jacob Carraz. Elite activated. The Wheat Gutted Dog. I love that one. That's a little coaster. Running out of those. You get some stickers. Little old car freshener thing. And that's a photo from Sean, which I wasn't prepared for. Oh, his mate's car broke down, so he's off in the cruiser to pick up his mate's car, so he couldn't watch the thing
scary,
tonight.
mate. Looks scary.
That was scary, but I'll get that off the screen now. But just to give you an idea, of what you're sort of getting in that, and we also got some more shirts coming, which I'll also get out to people who didn't get one of those 2025 final shirts. We bought a lot of those from the club, and we've getting them out to a few of the members as well. So thank you so much for everything that you have done for us and continue to do with your support. Much appreciated. And we're going to have our
outro.
Gas is on the saxophone, guys. What
I've been preparing, guys. I've been practicing all week.
Let's do it. It's not just the trial. He's on the recorder, and listen to him on the saxophone. Thanks, everyone.
Back to my phone. Ready. That's it. Let's go. Thank you,
Go
guys.
the Dogs. Go the Pathways teams. Let's go, and thank you so much. We'll keep putting your comments up as the song is rolling. Go the Dogs.
See you on Saturday, guys. If you come and see you on Saturday, let's go.
Let's go.
Welcome to the show. All Things Bulldogs. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Blue and white pride. Bulldogs for life. Dogfather here. Gas by my side. Talking dogs tonight. Dogfather Gas. Blue and white pride. All things Bulldogs. Footy talking ball. Dogfather Gas. Bulldogs to the core. Bulldog spirit. Strong and true. Blue and white. Through and through. Welcome to the show. All Things Bulldogs. Here we go. Here we go. Hey. Here we go. Hey.